A, is it on video? And two,
I
are you
injured
okay?
my shoulder.
You did?
Yeah, I think I tore something or maybe something popped out. I'm not sure, but
Is it your throwing shoulder? Because, I mean, we're close in the race. We may need you for the playoffs. Are you
no,
okay?
Thank God it's my left shoulder.
Okay, good.
Now I was changing a light bulb, of course. That's what happens.
How many rizzes does it take to change a light bulb?
Apparently more than one.
So no, the light went out in the laundry room. So my wife says, "Hey, lights out." I said, "I got this." And nothing turns her on more when I get off, when I get out that ladder.
Sure. Because she knows maintenance is
That's right.
happening.
That's
You know,
right.
speaking of that, I got to change.
This is a lie. I talked to your wife that day. This is a lie.
I took my shirt off and
There we
baby,
go.
let me get the 6-footer out.
Sure. And then you got to get the ladder because
So up there, sweaty, shirtless, all sexy like,
stunning.
unscrewing that bulb. And then what happened was I dropped the bulb.
All right.
And then I went to go try to catch it before it hit the ground, and I fell off the ladder.
You got it, man.
Don't you have surveillance video or some surveillance cameras in the house or anything?
So did you catch the bulb?
No, certainly not.
Great. So all that sacrifice.
Certainly not. So I fell off the ladder and onto the broken bulb, which was a double whammy. Perfect.
Wow. Was there a point where your wife said, I'll just do this myself?
And then, when I went to go catch the bulb, my arm got caught in between the ladder and the washing machine.
Holy cow.
So I
How
was
tall
in
is
kind
your
of
washing machine?
Well, I was in kind of a crumpled mat. I know you can't see this on the radio, but if you're watching on the webcams,
Go ahead, let's
I'm kind
see.
of on the floor like this.
So you were almost in the Scorpion. You almost went full. Did you go full Scorpion?
No, I did. My legs didn't go over my head.
Okay. So you were an inverted Scorpion. You're a non-attacking Scorpion.
So it was more, and I let out a.
That might be the best part right there.
So on Saturday when myself and my buddy, we went and picked Riz up because we were going to give him a ride to the Mojo Craft Beer Festival. Literally, we pull up. I text him. I say, "Hey, we're here." His kids come out. We're like, "All right, we'll go inside." We walk inside. We walk into the front door, and Riz is standing in the middle of his house, like dead center, not like in a chair, not dead center, holding his shoulder, and he goes, "I fell off a ladder."
Like that's what he opened with?
No, because it happened like 5 minutes prior.
Swear to God, the first thing I hear out of his mouth, not hello, not hey, which is him holding his arm going, "I fell off a ladder."
Oh, my goodness.
That's me. A regular Bob Vila over here.
Both of you about to say certified, right?
I got a ladder now, so I'm a homeowner. I might as well use it. Hey, you need a light bulb changed? You can call me.
Not so
You want me to
much.
fall down at your house?
He'll take a tumble down at your house.
Hope your insurance is paid up because I will take a tumble at your house. Well, the best was when Tony showed up. My daughter runs in and she goes, "Jeff's here."
All right.
Do you think
We're all very
He
close.
is.
the clip of the day on Friday, I'm fairly certain, was a guy falling off a ladder,
It was.
wasn't it?
See what happens when I laugh? That's karma.
It is.
Bite me right in the ass.
Well, I'm going to have to cancel the theme of this week if people set themselves on fire.
Nah,
then.
I'm not gonna laugh.
Hey man, could have been way worse. I had I've never fallen off a ladder, knock on wood. But man, so many things can go wrong. That is such a frightening thing. You can get a leg caught in a rung, and then this snaps this way and that way.
Oh, I've had it happen before, and it sucks.
You fallen off a ladder?
Oh, yeah. Working at the shoe store. Putting up a display. Even better. This is even better than Riz's. I was changing the display in the front window of the store. And I fell off the ladder. Oh, yeah. But luckily for me, you said you kind of fell back, right? Or off to the side. For me, I don't know if this is better or worse. My foot slipped out from the ring when I was going up it, so I kind of went down the ladder. But it was luckily, this is the first time ever I've said that. Luckily, my belly was there because it kind of patted me on the way down, and I landed on my knees on the bottom, and I just kind of. The best part was it hurt like hell, but I started looking around like, who all saw that?
The worst I'd seen was my uncle fell off a 30-foot ladder.
Oh,
He was 30 feet in a tree, sawing off some branches. Branch came down, kicked the ladder out from underneath him.
Oh, man.
There's many videos like that where that's the theme
Well,
this
good
week
thing he
is
broke the
falling off
fall
a
with his
ladder.
face.
Yeah,
so.
that's good. Yeah.
Severe ladder falls.
Yeah, there's a ton of videos of these idiots that they're like, I got this 80-foot tree in my backyard. I'm gonna cut it down with this chainsaw. I'm also gonna lean the ladder up against said tree. Okay.
All right, then. Good
Well,
idea.
I think by me falling off the ladder, I would say I won the weekend, right?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Winner.
Yep.
No, we had a great time at the Mojo Craft Beer and Music Fest.
That's good times, yeah.
It was awesome.
I was it was a hot day. It was
hot.
hot. And I was figuring by 4 o'clock it would look like a photo you see from like a Gettysburg
The people laying
with just
down.
bodies everywhere.
Nah, people handled it pretty well.
Like, where is that? Mm-hmm. Is that Gettysburg back in the 1800s? No, it's J.B. Park.
Well,
No,
believe it or not, they do reenactments there. So
It was no, people were relatively well behaved.
Yeah, I'd say all in, I think I met maybe 5 completely hammered folks. Maybe 5.
And they were all back where we were
Yeah.
because
Yeah, they were in the
Lord.
exact same spot.
they were all in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you guys met them too.
Oh,
Ooh,
sure did.
yeah.
But I
Sure met them all, yes.
I honestly thought there'd be more. I thought I would see more people stumbling around, like you said, in Gettysburg
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
But I really didn't. People, everybody
was
but
nice.
5 people handled it real well.
And that's a kind of festival that will only get better as time goes on.
Yeah, once the word gets out about what it is and I mean, you can drink your tickets value in the first hour, and then everything else on that is just bonus.
It was great tasting all those beers, all those breweries, shaking all those hands.
Did you guys try Story of the Beer?
I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Absolutely did.
I did. We were actually
times.
set up next door to the Four Hands people.
Yeah, dude, great
was
reviews.
great.
People were so stoked, and I think that I think they were using this as a test, and if it sold out and did real well,
Oh, it did.
They're gonna go for it. So
It did. Yeah, they had to roll up another keg.
they sure
I
did.
believe.
good.
It was real good.
Yeah, we had said multiple times to each other that it is the perfect summer day drinking beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we were going for.
Good.
Yeah, it's what I'm not a beer drinker anymore because of the bubbles, but I had a glass of it, and that's one of the beer. That's a beer that I would drink if
Were
I was
they
still a beer
serving
drinker,
Jerf
for sure.
Juice? Was the second shift people there? I didn't see them.
They were there. They weren't serving the Jerf juice though.
It's probably sold
Somebody
out.
asked me about that.
Also,
I know it sold out in Eureka when they brought it out there. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I didn't make my way over to those guys.
Yeah, they had a couple. They had a couple really delicious beers out there. They did not have the Jerf juice though.
Yeah, it was cool. Cool event.
yeah, all the brewers definitely brought it.
Oh,
I mean,
they did.
They brought the good
Oh,
stuff.
I found a couple beers that I've never had before that I'm like, after I tried it, I go, where can I get this?
Yeah.
There was a couple that for sure have made my list as like, this is one of my new favorite beers now.
And that's the point of that whole thing. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
you tried. They get you hooked.
Yep, and they did for sure.
They get you hooked. That's how they bring you in.
They
And
got
then you
it.
go buy it.
They
You
got it.
Yeah, I didn't make it to see Story of the Year.
You've been there a long time.
I'd been there a long time, and my shoulder was killing me. Honestly, it was an excuse. Like, my shoulder was killing me. I was sweaty, and I was disgusting. You know what I did on Saturday night for the first time I've done since I was 5? I took a bath.
Oh wow, like some salts and
Yeah.
everything, and oh, good for you, dude.
Took a bath.
And you
And then you know what I
Moondini'd.
said? Said, that's not for me anymore.
You
Gave it a
Moondini'd
shot.
before we went on, so I didn't see it. But had you just,
I told you.
Listen,
I don't
Told
think
you
it
he was
counted
going to
as-
say that.
listen,
Didn't count as a Moondini, by the way.
but let me get there. Had you just said, "Hey, I gotta head out. I'm not gonna be able to see you," fell off a ladder, I'd have gone, That's the greatest exit. Listen, I can't stay. Fell off a ladder.
It
gotta
was
go take a
well
bath.
established that I was not going to stay past 7.
I know, man. I'm just teasing.
But he goes, no, because I left with Patrico, and he goes, we're going to be accused of Moondiniing.
Oh, you left too?
Yeah, we rode together.
Rode together.
So I really did that.
Shoot, I didn't know.
We rode together. You know, there was actually an article. You ever go to that website, Lifehacker?
I've been several times.
Yeah.
It was tips for pulling off the Mundini, or what they call the Irish goodbye, or another thing as they call it, the French exit.
Really?
Have you heard of that?
No.
So it's the Mundini,
It's the same thing, though.
a.k.a. the Irish goodbye, a.k.a. the French exit. It's the act of leaving an event without telling everyone that you're leaving. Is it rude? I think it is.
I think it is as well.
I think it is. But not according to Lifehacker.
You know, it's funny that because I'm in between there, and the last time I did not Moondini, I actually went up to Moon, and he was having a conversation. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to take off." I didn't, and you were like, "You stopped my conversation to say you were leaving?" Really? And I was like, "God, you know what? He's kind of right."
Well, apparently,
Cool, thanks for
you know
interrupting.
what they call it, the Irish goodbye? Because the Irish are famous for being so hospitable that it's overwhelming. Hence, in order to avoid extremely long farewells, the Irish often dip out early. And the act is actually interpreted as, in Ireland, considerate behavior. But we're not Ireland. So if this is something you want to try out, if you want to give yourself, well, if you want to give yourself the French exit, if you want to do the Irish goodbye, here are some tips, okay? Plan ahead if you can. If you know you'll be pulling off an Irish goodbye, think about your exit. Think about the exit strategy. Don't bring anything you'll need to retrieve before you leave, like coats, plates, games, etc. And make sure you pay your tab first. Don't stick anyone else with the bill. Okay? 2, pick an exit. When you're ready to go, look for a route that's out of the way and will not draw attention. Now, these things you do in your head, by the way,
Yeah, for sure.
as you Moondini.
And I won't pay and then leave. I pay, hang for a bit, and then leave.
Now, they do say let somebody know. You don't have to completely disappear for this to work. It's okay to tell a close friend you're taking off so nobody starts worrying about you.
Well,
A text works too.
if I'm in a conversation with somebody, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna head out in a couple minutes. You know, if I'm already speaking to said person.
Mm-hmm.
But normally, I don't think. Do I ever tell you guys? I just kind of go.
Yeah,
No, you
you
sleep.
just kind of go.
Yeah, you're out.
Because it's rude.
It's not rude. It's really kind, actually.
We've debated that before, but,
I mean, listen, I don't want to interrupt. Just to put the attention on me. Hey, everybody, I'm leaving.
Our society, that's something you do. In our
Well, in our
culture.
We're constantly refining our culture. This is just.
Okay. And then they say just ninja vanish. Disappear into the night and make your way home, wherever it is you're headed.
Yeah,
So, Lifehacker is cool with the Irish goodbye.
that's awesome.
But, Patrico, as we're in the car leaving, he goes, man, we're going to get accused of Moondiniing. I'm like, no, I'm with you.
What you said is you go, nope, I'm with you. And we said bye to Jeff.
That's true. I did say that.
By proxy, you did not.
You were busy
Moondini,
doing
no.
whatever your thing was. I don't know what you do.
You can't French exit if you're impaired, if you're not alone. You're saying that you have to be alone for this whole move to.
I think if you're with 3 people, it's not an Irish goodbye.
Okay, you know what?
It can only be two or
And
or
are
less.
you saying
I
that
like
it's
that rule.
even if are you saying that it's cool if you say like even to one person you go, hey man, I'm getting out of here. Are you cool with that?
Yeah. If it's somebody within the friendship circle that could then spread the
like
word.
let's say the
hey,
four
Riz
of us
left.
The 4 of us are at a bar. Okay, we're there with a bunch of people. 4 of us at a bar, and I go up to Jeff and I go, hey man, I'm getting the hell out of here. And he goes, all right man, see you later. We're cool. Everybody's cool.
I think so.
All right.
I think so. And I would tell Jeff, go, hey, tell the other guys. See you
Yeah,
later.
tell everybody I'm taking
I
off.
would say that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
okay
I would
with
say
that.
that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
you guys know that if you're with me and
Ah,
5
yeah, we
minutes
know
has
you're a
elapsed
dick, so
and you
it's-
haven't
that's
seen
all right.
me, I'm gone.
I'm telling you, the greatest. There are 2 instances of Moondini that you have done that have been all-star caliber. One was at my birthday party at my house.
That was
where we were standing next to you in a group of people, and then you were gone. You literally did the whole I'm backing out slowly and I'm out. And the second one was when you and Free Beer Dave came up and saw me at the bar when I was DJing. You went up there with Free Beer Dave, the first time I ever met the guy in my life, and you Moondini and left him next to me.
Well, he knew that I was leaving.
No, he did not.
Are you sure?
Yes. Because I looked at him, I go, where'd Moon go? And he goes, I'm not sure where he Moondini'd on me.
I think at your 30th birthday, he crawled out a basement window.
Yeah, I know.
You don't even have basement windows.
Yes, I do, but not one that he can fit out of. It was very impressive.
Yeah, you
By
can't
the
say
way.
that I left Dave. You have to say that I Moondini'd. I don't leave people.
That's what it
You
is.
and him came to the bar together. You
No,
drove
we didn't.
separately, but
We
you
drove
came to the bar
He
together,
lives a block from there.
and you bounced on him.
He's a grown man.
See,
I
that's
can
even
call a
worse
drug
because it was
dealer.
just you two.
I call a drug dealer street pharmacist. Still the same thing. Well, either way, good to see you on Saturday.
Likewise, man.
All right, Jeff, let's get to some emails, and we got to, what's going on today? What's going on today, guys? That's right.
Oh, Monday
Some
Night
emails.
Football preseason.
Some emails.
Billy heard our conversation the other day about hash browns, and I was listening to the podcast over the weekend, and the belt buckle hash brown thing had me in tears. Just calling it a belt buckle hash brown.
Well, like they have
I've
at
never
McDonald's.
Heard, I never heard
It's
that
the
term
rectangle
before.
one.
Oh, man. Anyway, he has what's called an air fryer.
Oh, yeah, my mom's got one of those.
So basically a convection oven.
My wife has been hounding me for one of
Oh,
these.
well, you listen to this because you're
My
going
mom
straight to
loves
the
hers.
store after the
Loves it.
eclipse.
During.
When's that?
I'm not sure. I'll look it up. Let's see. He's had it for a month, and in that month, he has done fried chicken, toasted wraps, potato slices, jalapeno poppers, and cheese sticks. And he says it's completely legit, and he has a link. He sent a link over if you want to look at it.
Yeah.
It all comes out crispy, he says, without any...
No oil.
No oil. Cheese sticks are perfect with no cheese loss, which is obviously the key there. And like I said, he sent a link
So mad
for it.
about that.
Yeah, I know.
Yesterday,
cheese loss?
yeah,
Don't have to
yesterday,
worry about it.
So yesterday, one day a week, we give ourselves like a, like when you go to the grocery store, and it's usually buy the frozen pizzas. You find like the random like, oh, here's like some garlic knots or some mozzarella cheese sticks or some, stuffed cheese curds,
Something off the
crazy.
list.
The frozen. We're gonna have one of those, and on one day on the weekend we usually make it. Okay. Yesterday I saw these. I couldn't pass it up. They were Cool Ranch Dorito like stuffed cheddar things.
I saw those.
And I'm like,
Are
okay.
they new?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, this is right up my alley. I got to try this. We get them, put them in the oven. They are crispy as can be. They're delicious, but all the cheese has expelled from them. I'm like, what is this?
Oh, yeah.
And then hollowed out.
You would think somebody in R&D would have figured that out.
No, but the air fryer I hear is fantastic.
That's what he says. He says,
No oil. It's basically a convection oven.
yeah.
What quart do I get? Because I'm buying one off Amazon
You get
right
the
now.
biggest one you can get.
No, thanks. I'm not spending $180 on it.
It pays for itself eventually.
They got them all the way from like $60 to $200.
I have no idea.
I go 2
How
hundo.
so?
Go
And
2
the oil
hundo.
you're not buying? It's going to take a minute.
I don't know what size you could get.
I don't want to buy a cheapie
Here, Tone, I'm going to forward you
Why
this
don't you
email.
not
It has
buy
the
it right
link.
now and wait till the end of the show?
because I want it at my house tomorrow by 11.
I don't know what size to get.
Next.
Meredith and her dude are stationed in Hawaii, and they're from St. Louis.
Hey guys.
That's pretty much it. They're just bragging.
Aloha.
All right, have a nice day. He's in the service there, and they still podcast every single day. They both think we are one of the best morning shows in the country.
Well, that's nice. Thank you guys.
She submitted him for Team Riz. That hasn't happened yet. They tried to buy the shower koozie. That didn't work out because they were out of stock.
Aye.
Yeah. So can we help her out? She would be the wife of the year if we can get some sort of koozie over to.
You have her address?
No, I could get it. I have
Yeah,
her
see if we get her address.
email address. Sure.
I'll give her mine.
All right. There we
Still
go.
packaged and everything.
There we go.
Real quick, this reminds me. She said that she signed up her husband for Team Riz.
Do they get mail in Hawaii?
I think
Yes,
like
yes.
twice a week. It's
Believe it
like
or
twice
not.
a week.
Comes
I
on a
think.
rowboat.
This is just a not, I don't want to say a warning. This is just a statement for all those who have signed up for Team Riz. If I see you in public, especially after you have been drinking heavily, caressing my beard without asking,
I apologized for that.
and then saying, pick me for Team Riz member of the day. That's probably not your best.
And, well, here's the
route
thing:
there.
only
Yeah, mine.
Team Riz members can do that to you. So.
So you got to get the shirt first,
This
and then
this guy, he came up to me staring at me with dead eyes on Saturday. Like he was
He was one of the 5?
He was, hey, how you doing, guy? You know, and he goes, hey, you guys still picking Team Riz members of the day? I go, yep, every day. And he ran 4 of his fingers from the top of my cheek all the way down to my
man?
chin.
A man?
And then and then he says, my name's so and so. You should pick me.
Ooh.
And I go, let's start by not doing that again.
Ugh.
Maybe he had something in there. He's just trying to get it out.
No,
like a banana.
no. This was
Man, that's a
banana.
like a large order of fries.
that's a boundary crossed.
Oh, it was so weird.
Oh.
This is the same guy who, while we were sitting back in the VIP area
Yeah.
where there's benches, I sat on a bench just to grab some seat for a second, and he sat, I mean, honestly, right next to me. And I looked at him and I go, it's 1,000 degrees outside, and you're gonna sit right on top of my lap? And he looks at me and he goes, hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Somebody's got an admirer.
Yeah. It's nice to have options, Tom.
Good
Next.
for you, man.
Kelly says, you guys had me in tears laughing so hard at the Week in Rage.
Oh, that was Donnie. That's all Donnie.
OMG, she says, and I quote, you make my day every day. I've been through a lot these last several years, and I have told you before, you keep a smile on my face. Thank you a million. Love you guys. Again, that's Kelly.
That's all Donnie right there.
Yeah.
That was the talk of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Many people came up and said they appreciated Donnie's Week in Rage, made them feel good.
I'm going to post a video on the social media later today.
Yeah, he was great.
He was on fire. What, he have 4 pages? Is that what he
Yeah,
said?
4 pages of notes.
Whew.
Even the boss on the way to the Mojo Fest. The boss goes, man, Donnie, on fire. He loved it. Mm-hmm. One more, Jeff.
All right. Aaron had some issues with his fiance recently that we chatted about on the show here. I don't know for sure, but this may have been the one where they hadn't gotten married yet and there was already money issues. Remember how he was spending the money and she wasn't real appreciative of it? I'm not sure if that was the couple, but I think it was. Anyway, Aaron says they're all cool now. And to thank us for our sage advice, he has invited us all to his wedding.
Ooh.
Which is really nice.
Open bar?
Well, he calls it a deluxe bar. He says hopefully the deluxe bar and buffet
What's a
complete with.
deluxe bar?
Wait, what's that mean?
It better not be. I would assume that would mean like high dollar stuff and not paying.
Top shelf?
Wedding
would
DJ?
think.
You don't know what that means?
No.
That's not a common code?
I don't know. I just typed it in and it says, I'm clicking on it now. It says, how important is a deluxe bar? So I'm
I don't
trying
know what
to.
that is.
I'd imagine it's probably top shelf stuff and it's free. Anyway, he has that. He's got a buffet complete with red velvet, carrot, and amaretto cake. And he's hoping that's enough to show his appreciation.
Hey,
Spare no expense.
is there going to be oversauced, overcooked muscatoli on it?
I
Because
hope
you know, I'm in then.
Deluxe bar means when you go to the bar and you say, hey, I'll have a vodka Sprite. You're not getting Popov or whatever, Popov. You're getting Grey Goose or something. It's a shelf up. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, so I already told him that we would like the cash equivalent to whatever our
Yeah.
food would be.
I'll be washing my hair that day. Sorry.
I'm taking a bath.
I'm bathing that day, yes. Well, thank you very much. That's
Appreciate
very nice.
it. Though,
Yeah,
good
that is
luck.
very nice.
Thank you for the invite.
Good luck to the couple.
Yep.
Hope everything works out.
I do too.
They seem very nice.
I do.
Let's get the Team Riz member of the day.
And now, here is today's Mattress Direct Team Riz member of the day.
All right, today's Team Riz member of the day brought to you by Mattress Direct is from Decatur, Illinois. It's John Gerlica.
Oh, yeah, man.
Johnny G.
John Gerlica listens on the radio, on the live stream almost every morning at work, or he does the podcast thing. He's gotten people from the office in Decatur to start listening to the show. And when he gets his Team Riz jersey, he's going to spread the word even more. We got an evangelist here. Very nice. And John says, I don't know how you guys manage to keep your energy up in the morning, but it makes my mornings much more bearable. That's nice. Thank you, John. John Gerlica, the Team Riz member of the day, gets a super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz.
Rizzuto.
Well, today's the day. The total eclipse is here.
Today's the day.
Today is the day. And, of course, we're in the
path of totality.
Moon and myself will be at the Hot Shots in South County.
I got a whole bunch of people coming, and I told them, get there early. Well, A, for the food and the beer.
And the traffic.
And the traffic.
Honestly, I cannot tell you how many people I heard over the weekend and last week saying that they were coming up to the Hot Shots to hang out with you guys today.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Leave now.
It's gonna be fun. I am bringing one of my kids, by the way. I decided because, and this is why. Now she swears up and down that her school is letting them out unless you have a note from
allergy.
a parent or whatever. But she says that her teacher refuses to let them out, and that particular teacher during that hour is keeping them in. Now, if she's just BSing me to get out of school, it works.
Good on her.
I think that's probably
But either
what's
way,
going on.
she's up. She's not in the path.
Oh, she's not?
Path of totality.
Up there. So I was like, you know what? You're old enough. I was a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah,
Like, I want her to
It's
see
the beginning
this.
of the school
So
year.
you're grabbing her and you're going to bring her down into the.
No.
Path of totality.
She's actually. It's bring your 16-year-old to work today.
Oh, great.
So she's gonna meet me down here in just a little bit.
Well, we'll be down there starting at noon. I'm thinking we should probably leave right after the show today to head down there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because it's going to be a nightmare as
Yeah,
far
you
as
know,
traffic goes.
Yeah.
I think we've had enough warning though, and I'm kind of I would say on the positive outlook here. I think we're gonna handle it okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
mean,
I'm
as a
cursing.
I just think it's going to be the
Yeah,
influx of the amount of
traffic-wise.
people on the road at this time.
Look up the weather, please, because I'm hearing clouds.
Ah, no! Don't say that. No.
That's what I'm hearing.
Even if it was cloudy, though, you'll still see some of the effects on the ground, though, right?
Sure.
Yeah, but nothing like what we
Nothing
wanna
like
see.
with the clear sky. Well, I mean, here's some last-minute kind of random things for you when it comes to today's eclipse. Clouds, Patrico?
Mostly cloudy.
Oh, that sucks.
What time is the?
Just after 1.
Yep.
It's
1
gonna be
o'clock.
hard.
Mostly cloudy.
All right, it'll be
Oh
fine.
man.
WeatherChannel.com also has the very first thing though. It says, "Will weather ruin your eclipse experience?" I'm
What does it
gonna
say?
click
You
that
gotta
out.
click
I'm gonna
that.
click it. It says, "Will clouds block your view?" It's loading as we speak.
Okay,
I'm nervous.
bring me the good news.
There's no good news with clouds.
Well, it's been 38 years since the last solar eclipse, but fortunately, if you miss it today, you won't have to wait long again. We talked about this before. The next time that America will be able to see a total solar eclipse is in 7 years, April 8th, 2024, but you'd have to travel to southern Illinois, right, closest to here, right? Southern Illinois?
I believe it was that.
Carbondale, I think they said.
Yeah, one day far in the future, there won't be any solar eclipses because the moon is drifting further and further away from Earth. And it should happen somewhere between 500 and 1 billion more years. So I think we're still good. In the eastern parts of the country that are directly in the eclipse's path, the amount of light they'll get will be similar to the amount of sunlight Neptune gets every day. And in the west, it'll be like the amount of sunlight Saturn gets every day.
It's actually pretty cool.
It is.
And here in
It's neat.
here in St. Louis, Uranus.
Oh.
Come on.
Do you want me to read this?
No, it's not true.
You said,
That's not true.
come on.
I thought we were immature. That's the first time that joke has been made since we were talking about this whole eclipse thing. What the hell's wrong with us?
You shook your own joke off.
I know, it's terrible.
Come on.
Yes.
I don't want to read it out loud. Overall, most of America will have no problem seeing the eclipse if you are in the...
Oh, okay.
Path of totality.
However, the biggest trouble spots for viewing the eclipse may be in parts of the Midwest, including Missouri, Kansas, and Illinois. And then if you scroll down to where it says Central Outlook, it says, these clusters of storms could rumble through parts of the Dakotas, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Missouri, and Kansas. The cloud cover associated with these scattered areas of stormy weather may obscure or obstruct the view in some areas.
We'll be fine. We'll be all right.
What am I going to do with my super freaking sweet Bill Nye glasses?
Yeah, I got some pretty sweet shades, too.
You have the most ridiculously
Riz has-
awesome...
You can actually deep sea dive with those.
Riz
can't you?
ordered steampunk eclipse glasses.
Yeah.
that's
these are
exactly what
awesome.
it is. Like Men of Honor, like you're like deactivating underwater mines.
Uh-huh. Animals could go nuts during the eclipse. And according to zoo experts, nocturnal animals like owls could wake up and start looking for food. Elephants will freak out and make a bunch of noise. And armadillos could jump 3 to 4 feet in the air, which is something they do when they're
I would
scared.
like to see that, actually.
By the way, and I don't know if you're going to mention this or not, and we'll have to repost this. On Friday, we found this video that is, I mean, it changed my outlook. It changed my wife's outlook on the eclipse and got me at least interested in it.
This guy kind of breaking it down, like what will exactly happen.
Like from the ground, like here's what's going to happen that you are going to see.
Yeah, repost that thing. But listen, if you are stuck inside, NASA will be doing a massive live stream during the entire eclipse from 11 to 3 p.m. That's Central Time. So you could experience that whole thing. If you're not going outside, whatever. At nasa.gov.
Make your appointment for Tuesday, August 22nd now. Times are filling up fast at the Lost My Vision Center. Let's face it, you bought eclipse glasses online because they were a few bucks cheaper. You're planning on taking Monday off so you can watch the solar eclipse. But you got the bogus glasses not approved by NASA. Come to the Lost My Vision Center and we'll roll our eyes and laugh at you. Then fit you with a pair of dark shades. We'll also throw in a white stick and a free download for learning Braille. The Lost My Vision Center. Scamming idiots the day after the eclipse at a mall near you.
Oh, man.
And you can sign up for a cruise, too, at the same place, I think. It's a free cruise.
Oh, yeah?
Great, yeah.
All right, it's 6:42 on this Monday. First look at the traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
You are physically repulsive, stupid, you have no taste, a lousy sense of humor, and you smell.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Southbound 270 right at Ladue. There is some debris on the road that has been cleared but causing some problems there. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Brought to you by Clean Slate Tattoo Removal, using the Cutera laser for effective pain-free removal of any unwanted tattoo. Today, mix of clouds and sun, and at some point, the sun may disappear today.
What's going on with that?
Small chance for some rain this afternoon, around 90 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy, some storms overnight. Mid-70s for the low. Right now, it is 78 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Boost Mobile. Switch to Boost Mobile's best family plan and get 4 lines for just $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
All right, Jeff, what do you got for us?
We have 3 Hollywood deaths to talk about. Also, Tommy Lee from Motley Crue loves himself some first-class flying, and a list of the celebrities so far that I know that are going to that Mayweather-McGregor fight.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays and the porno birthday all next in your Crab on Celebrities. You know, before we hit the air this morning, Patrico said his wife's going to be calling up Zero Res today. Is it?
Yeah.
What happened? Is it an emergency?
No emergency. It's just, it's been, almost a year, a little over a year.
Did the salsa not quite make it to the mouth?
No, man. Here's what I got.
Did the dog, do a little doo-doo on the carpet?
I got 2 dogs, okay? Mm-hmm. One of those dogs gets very scared when there's some storms.
And then he piddles?
And he piddles places. So as much as we can do,
Still blaming that on the dog. Piddling,
listen, and Jeff, you can attest to this too. As much as you do at home cleanup, with the sprays and the scrubs, and
you're not really getting it clean.
There's nothing better than having them come out and that smell that's in your house for the next couple of days.
Yeah, Zero Res. It smells like an orange
fantastic.
grove.
Yeah, I used to when the dog would do that. I would just cut that piece out of the carpet. Then the carpet just looks there's holes.
It looks like Swiss cheese.
Right. Exactly.
Now, Zero Res cleans with patented empowered water. So, it's perfect for those oops moments. But you shouldn't have to wait until the oops moments to get your place healthy and clean. I mean, your carpet takes such a beating with the bacteria and the allergens and the dust and the dander. All that stuff is on the floor. So don't wait. Call Zero Res and get your home healthy and clean. Your house will smell fresh and clean. It's going to be awesome. I'm telling you. Call now for the Zero Res summer sale and get 3 rooms Zero Res clean starting at $119. Call for details, 314-474-2020. 314-474-2020, online at ZeroResSTL.com. Zero Res, spelled backward or forward, spells the same. Zero Res.
I stopped off at my local grocer yesterday to pick up a handful, and when I say handful, for Lena's frozen pizzas. I felt really good about it, actually.
I love seeing. I got up yesterday morning, and I think there was 2 or 3 tweets from people going, Lena's for breakfast.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Lena's pizza for breakfast.
There's 2 things that I would suggest about Lena's for breakfast. Number 1, that is a fantastic idea. And number 2, what you doing with leftover Lena's pizza? That's what I want to know.
No, they made it.
No, yeah.
Oh, they made it actually at breakfast.
For breakfast.
Well, damn, I'm all for that, for sure. And
I've done it.
I saw a couple of people jumping on the drizzling the honey on top of it, too.
But you do that.
Come on. Do not lie to the listeners. I've seen it on the tweeters. So here's the deal. There are many, many choices for your frozen pizza in the frozen pizza section. If you are looking for 100% real Provel cheese, then you only look at Lena's frozen pizza because they're the only ones. Do not be fooled by the others that say, hey, check it out. It's kind of the same thing. It kind of is, but it certainly is not. Locally made thin crust pizza, a 100% real Provel cheese. That's your Lena's Pizza, where you can purchase, and all the toppings that are fantastic can be found at lenaspizzastl.com, lenaspizzastl.com.
The Rizzuto Show.
All right, our phone number 314-969-DUDE, 314-969-3833. Metro PCS cameras and chat room, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. On the socials at RIZZ Show. And emails, rizshow@1057thepoint.com. Sex time. Fun facts later on. Sex toy of the week. Right now, crap on celebrities. All right, here we go. Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
It's brought to you by Lena's Pizza, St. Louis's only frozen pizza made with 100% real Provel cheese. There were no real winners at the box office this weekend. In fact, it was the lowest grossing weekend at the movies so far this year. Let's see, the top box office, Hitman's Bodyguard with Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds, which opened with only $21.6 million. Logan Lucky, starring Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, and Daniel Craig, that took third place, $8.1 million. As far as the new movies, those were those
what a
two.
disaster.
Yeah, and then second place was that Annabelle Creation, brought in another $15.5 million. Week 2 total of $64 million. So nothing much going on at the box office. And we got 3 deaths to talk about. Legendary comedian Jerry Lewis died of natural causes yesterday at his home in Las Vegas at the age of 91.
Also singer.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will.
Not him, huh?
That's not him.
All right, he's still alive.
He is.
Jerry Lee Lewis is still alive. All right.
Jerry Lewis, dead at the age of 91. He'd had some troubles, but recently been released from the hospital. Actually was making plans for more appearances. He hadn't done stand-up in a handful of years, and it was actually sit-down at the time.
Well, do you remember he was interviewed by somebody a couple months ago, and he was so nasty and surly to this reporter.
Yeah.
And we played the audio of it.
Yeah.
It was like yes or no answers and just nasty to this
Definitely
guy.
someplace he didn't want to be at the time.
He didn't look great.
Sure. No.
He did not look great.
No, he very
During
much
that
had
interview.
that very, very, very thin old person look to his face. That's when you just decide to go, oh man.
God, Google, come on, man. Google has Jerry Lee Lewis listed as dead August 20th, 2017.
So Google made the mistake?
There it is. That's Google.com. You type in Jerry Lee Lewis, died August 20th, 2017. Yikes. I'm sure it
Jerry
pulls,
Lewis, not Jerry Lee Lewis.
I'm sure it pulls information from other spots, but still. I just looked at the Wikipedia page, and that does not have his death on there. So,
Man.
Not Great Balls of Fire guy. He's still kicking
he's
it.
still alive.
Yeah.
I mean, he's old, but he's still
Now
here.
we're talking Nutty Professor. He's dead.
I'm sure that we won't have to have another little talk like this again. Am I correct in assuming this?
Well, without question, you're absolutely, yes, we'll never have to correct our talk. We won't ever speak. That is, we'll never have to talk again. We just never will discuss talking. We shouldn't really converse about speaking.
Professor, our discussion has come to an end.
That's one of my favorites.
You were a fan of that?
Yeah. Nutty Professor and the Bellboy, actually, probably my favorite out
We
of all
really
of them.
were not a Jerry Lewis household.
See,
Growing
growing up, no, but my father-in-law got me into the whole Rat Pack thing, and then Martin and Lewis, I mean, I got into that. probably 20 years ago.
And what about the telethons?
That's all I know him from. Like
telethons?
I know he was in Nutty Professor. I know he's, old-time comedic actor, but all I know him is him looking pretty rough in the telethons.
The King of Comedy in '82, he was in that, and it was fantastic in that. $2.6 billion for the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
Well, I mean, remember he's got the song at the end
every single time.
Labor Day, right? It was always over Labor Day.
Yep.
And here's the song.
Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk.
It's so funny, these old-time comedians, they'd sing.
They don't
terrible
care.
singers.
Yeah, don't care.
Terrible singers.
Yeah.
It was that
time.
Yeah, it was that scene. You had to do those semi-musicals and
but it was still acceptable.
You think that's terrible singing?
Yeah, I mean, it's not great.
I don't think it's awful.
No, and Martin was a decent singer. Obviously.
Dean Martin was a great singer.
Of course. So like the duo, like even when they would sing together, and since he was kind of obviously not a singer or whatever, but could carry a tune, it was really. I mean, it
worked.
It was even further. It was even more charming that way.
It was like the vaudeville stuff, the Borscht Belt stuff.
Yeah, that's it. And what do you call that? Like just when they're you got to come up and doing like 4 or 5 things to be a part of that scene. So he was kind of perfect at that. But
yeah, you couldn't just act, you couldn't just dance, all that stuff.
And
you had to do it all.
It seemed like he had 65 movies or something, all from like Jumping Jacks and Cinderfella and all those. Like my brother watched every one of those every single day.
Cinderfella was one of his, and he's got that movie that he directed that never came out.
Yeah, the Nazi clown movie.
You ever hear about that? He directed a movie. It was about a clown at a concentration camp, and the clown would march the kids into the showers, would march the kids into the gas chambers.
Was he the clown? Did he act in it too?
I believe was he the clown?
Yeah, it was called The Day the Clown Cried. It was done in 1972, and he said that it was so bad and he was so disgusted by it that it would never see the light of day.
Was it a serious movie?
Yeah.
Wait. As in bad, like a bad movie, or it was like dark?
Probably the dark part of it. But according to this, you can see clips of it online, but
somebody
the
leaked
whole thing
clips.
is never.
Whoa.
But this is going to be one of those movies that'll eventually come out. Like it's in his vault. The premise of the movie is a clown at a concentration camp marching the kids into the gas chambers.
I get the impact.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not a comedy. I mean, it's.
I hope it doesn't turn into one of those things where the estate decides to put it out because of this, but they're just looking for money.
I think he's got two daughters.
I don't know. I know he's got 2 stars on the Walk of Fame. That much of it.
2 stars. Why 2 stars?
One for producer, one for something else.
Oh, weird.
I could look up here and tell you, but here we go. One for TV, another for film. So there you go. Another death. This is death number 2. Comedian and activist, and I believe St. Louis's own Dick Gregory died of heart failure. He was that was on Saturday, 1984. You did not know that one?
Yes.
You get It was a bad weekend for those guys. But like, wasn't he just here? Didn't he just play Helium? Or he was booked to play Helium or something. I had just seen his name on the calendar.
That's what I thought the same thing. I'm like, why have I heard his name?
Because I was considering,
recently?
we were maybe going to have him on. Wow, that's crazy. Was he on the road?
That's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, I'll reach out.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What do you
Nah,
I'll
that's you
reach
by yourself
out.
there.
Come on.
That's you by yourself.
First black comedian to perform at white clubs back in '61. There was the audio is just so bad, but one of his jokes in front of a white crowd was talking about black baseball players and their impact on the game because they are waving wooden clubs at white dudes. It was something. It was some sort of joke that way.
Is what I read. He went to Vashon.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. I mean, he obviously inspired so many, like Richard Pryor and Paul Mooney, Chris Rock, Trevor Noah, even obviously big time influenced by him. And then he gets into the civil rights as well. Once jailed for 5 days, participated in hunger strikes, protested the wars like Vietnam,
this
apartheid.
Guy walked the walk.
Oh yeah, police brutality.
When it came to civil rights. And putting your money where your mouth is. This guy walked the walk.
Well, one of his jokes when talking about the whole blacks and whites and everything, he said he walked into a restaurant one day and a guy said, "We don't serve colored people here," and he says, "That's okay. I don't eat colored people. Just bring me some fried chicken." I mean that's how he dealt with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was he played Helium. One show. It was a weekend show. That's why we didn't have him on. But I had reached out to see if we could have him on. Yeah, he was just there in May.
Yeah, was it Vashon? I think he's when they desegregated the schools. I think he was one of the people behind. It had something to do with that desegregation of St. Louis schools.
All right, so death number 3, Sonny Landham. You guys recognize him? He was one of the big muscle guys in Predator and 48 Hours, a big action movie guy. He was 76, died Thursday, congestive heart failure in Lexington, Kentucky, in a hospital there. Very deep voice actor, stuntman as well. He had a bit part in The Warriors back in the day, and then the director from there cast him as Billy Bear in 48 Hours in 1982. I don't know if you guys, if you look him up, you might go, "Oh yeah, that guy."
Yeah, if you saw his face, you go, "Ah, that guy."
I don't remember him.
You don't remember him
No.
in Predator?
No.
He was
my goodness,
Billy Swole, was that his character's name?
That dude was ripped in that movie.
Yeah. And here's a fun fact about him. He was actually in porn before he got into quote-unquote straight acting. Yeah, in the 70s.
Yeah.
And he also tried to get
Look
into
up his titles.
He also tried to get into politics, and that didn't work, and he's survived by a son and a daughter, William and Priscilla. So he's dead at the age of 76. This story not about people dying recently. This is about somebody who died a couple of years ago.
No, we were reading the obits
Right.
for the first half of Crap On.
Die Hard producer Joel Silver has been hit with a lawsuit by the family of that assistant, that Carmel Musgrove, who died at Jennifer Aniston's honeymoon celebration back in 2015. This is kind of weird. Listen to this. According to court papers, the Hollywood Reporter got him. Silver's production company, Silver Pictures.
Yeah, they did Predator, speaking of.
Oh, really? And Die Hard, and there was one other big one too.
Right
In that vein. Oh, Lethal Weapon. Yeah,
really?
He did. I think a couple of the Lethal Weapons. Anyway, so he flew this Musgrove and some other people to the Four Seasons in Bora Bora, chartered airplane to celebrate the wedding of Jennifer Aniston and her husband. He was traveling with these people as well. Musgrove reportedly went on a fishing trip, then ate with Silver's family. Alcohol was served throughout the day. According to the lawsuit, after dinner, she went to a bungalow occupied by Silver's personal assistant. While there, she had the cocaine, she had the marijuana with the chef before returning to her place around 11 p.m.
And how was that the Silver family's fault?
After returning home, she reportedly sent a message that read XXX to this personal chef around midnight. She also told us a hotel staff member, or asked a hotel staff member for some matches. The hotel staff person was the last person to see her alive. Her nude body was found floating in a lagoon about 500 yards away from her bungalow the next day. Now, the lawsuit questions how an email was sent from her account at 7:04 a.m. if she supposedly died at midnight the night before. So that's where everything is going. They allege that her death was due in part to alcohol, cocaine, work fatigue, and heat stroke. So how he is allegedly involved and at fault, I don't know, but it's kind of weird, the timing there.
Didn't you say you met him before? That's an intimidating cat.
Who?
Joel Silver.
No, I never met him.
Oh, we did that.
He's a big dude, right?
He's a bigger dude, yeah. When you walk in his office, the Predator is there. Like, that's the first thing you see, whatever. But he was the guy that did the House of Wax remake that Story of the Year was going to be a part of or whatever. And super nice guy, but boy, oh boy, he's intimidating for sure.
He's a legit Hollywood producer.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a lot. And almost all of our favorite movies is like, that and that.
Wields a lot of power.
Yeah, he certainly does. I'm sorry that we said no, Joel.
You guys, I think we've talked about this before around the room. If we all the Mile High Club, yes or no on the plane? No. Tommy Lee apparently has, and you can see video of it now, and it's up on the blog. Unfortunately, it's from outside the bathroom. He's flying first class American Airlines the other day when he had to use the restroom. He went in. He didn't go in alone. His girlfriend Brittany Ferlin went in there with him. Another passenger noticed and started videoing. It's up on the blog. Eventually, you see Tommy come out by himself. Less than 30 seconds later, Brittany makes her exit from that same bathroom.
Room in that bathroom for
all three of them.
Yeah. Him, the girl, and his penis. Hello.
And a lot of the passengers got upset because first of all, they were in there 20 minutes. What a stud. Holy cow. And second of all, the flight was only an hour long. So they were in there for a third of the
Hey, listen,
flight.
if the Mile High Club is going number 2 in the bathroom in the airport in the airplane, then I am a member.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
But
I'm
it's
on the
not.
committee.
And finally, real quickly here, the Mayweather-McGregor fight is, this weekend, I guess, this Saturday.
Yeah.
And here's some of the stars that have purchased a ticket and that will be there. Angelina Jolie, which really surprises me. Drake, Elon Musk, Diddy, Mark Wahlberg, Denzel's going to be there, Charlize Theron, LL Cool J, Jamie Foxx. I know Jamie Foxx is a big fight fan.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, Bob Kraft, Rick Ross.
Isn't Justin Bieber like Mayweather's buddy?
He was. He ain't no more.
Are they had a falling out?
Mayweather says, quote, "You're dead to me," because he said that something about McGregor may have a chance or something. I don't know. He talked bad about
Well,
Mayweather.
remember he would walk him into the ring.
Yeah. That ain't happening no more. That ain't happening
You guys coming
Saturday,
over for
guys.
the fight?
I believe so, yeah.
I can't. I'm singing with El Monstero that night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so am I.
I guess somebody's got their priorities out of whack.
So anybody out
Cool.
there that's not invited to the Riz compound, come out and see me at El Monstero. I'm doing 2 songs.
All right.
Yeah. It's gonna be
On
great.
TV tonight, you got Monday Night preseason football on ESPN. That's the Browns and the Giants. ABC has Bachelor in Paradise. NBC has American Ninja Warrior. Fox has So You Think You Can Dance.
I open up my house. And this is what happens.
Shuts the door.
Crabby birthdays. Hayden Panettiere is 28. Usain Bolt is 31. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss.
Oh, that's
The Winklevi, yes.
They could be the main reason that we have Facebook. They are 36. Khalees, the chick that sings that Milkshake song, is 38. Carrie Ann Moss from The Matrix is 50. Serge Tankian, the lead singer of System of a Down, is 50. Kim Cattrall. Is it Cattrall or Cattrall?
Yes. Control.
Samantha on Sex and the City. She is 61. And today's Burton birthday of the day. He is one of the select few, along with Kenny Loggins, Peter Cetera, Neil Diamond, and Peter Gabriel, who gets the honor of getting the mother effing treatment on this show. He done messed up his face, but he's still the best. Kenny Mother effing Rogers, 79 years young today. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Kelly Steele. Today's birthday girl has been ripped apart more than an animal inside of a Jurassic Park raptor
my
exhibit.
God.
Gracious,
you can't
ripped
even finish
apart.
In 112 fine films, including Three-Way on the Freeway, Adventures of A-Hole Andy, The Armageddon,
I respect that.
Cougars and Kittens, Heinies, Volume 2,
Heinies.
Put Your Ass on the Line, in a movie called Who's the Bitch Now, and who can forget her unforgettable role in I'm Your Mommy, You're My Son, That's Our Girlfriend.
Whoa.
Kelly Steele, 42 years old.
wrong
That's
with
your
that.
that's your porno birthday, your crabby birthday, and that's your crap on celebrities.
Well, being that it is Kenny Rogers' birthday,
You all got to see his movie, that six-pack movie I've been telling you guys about. You have to see it. It's so good.
everything about Kenny Rogers is good, including his chicken.
Well, I haven't had that.
And
but-
of course, what is the greatest Kenny Rogers song of all time?
You don't even have to ask me that question. Because I know when
Sweet
to
Caroline,
hold
right? Sweet
Nice.
Caroline.
them. I also know when to fold them.
You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. As happy birthday, Kenny Rogers. Happy birthday, Kenny.
Hey.
Ain't nothing wrong with that tune. You find me the person that don't like that. And Patrico will just slap him right in the teeth.
I will. I'm teeth slapping everybody that hates on the Ken today.
Not on his birthday. Is it a coincidence that it's his birthday and the eclipse is happening today? I think not.
Game over, world.
All right, 7:12, Monday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Ground control to Major Bummer.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Westbound 70, the on-ramp from Florissant Road. There's an overturned vehicle there. It's got the ramp closed. Westbound 70 again, on-ramp from Florissant Road. That is closed. Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray, brought to you by Victory Men's Health, the experts in low testosterone and ED, victorymenshealth.com. Today, mix of clouds and sun. Small chance for some rain this afternoon, around 90 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy, some storms overnight, mid-70s for the low. Right now, 79 downtown at Union Station. Your point traffic and weather sponsored by Go-Go Squeeze. Things are different. Things are so different today. Kids have turned down stack time trades because of Go-Go Squeeze. All natural, just 100% orchard fresh apples and other wholesome fruit. Kids love it, and so will yours. Go Squeeze.
All right, news next.
Listen, if you need some work done to your vehicle, whether you were in a minor accident, whether you have a jealous ex that has keyed your car, whether you had your car parked in your driveway and a basketball hoop fell on the trunk, no matter what happens and you need some work done to your vehicle, West County Auto Body is here to help. They are the best in the country. I took my vehicle there after the recommendation of somebody in this building who took their vehicle there. I'm telling you, when you go to these places, you either get really good work done that takes forever, or you get done work really quick and it's really crappy. Not at West County Auto Body. They meet you right in the middle. Perfect work done, and it takes a pretty short amount of time. They work with most insurances. Dealers actually refer to these guys because they know how to get it done right. They fix absolutely any type of vehicle, and they totally hooked it up for me, and they're going to hook it up for you as well. If you're in the St. Louis area and need something done to your car, this is the place to go. Mention the radio station, mention the Rizzuto Show or my name, and they will hook you up for sure. Go see Rob. Go see Gigi. Set up your appointment. Have them do an estimate for you. Go online, westcountyauto.com. Give them a call, 314-993-4466. You can look for the Ghostbusters car right out front, just south of Page on Lindbergh. Again, 314-993-4466, online at westcountyauto.com.
You ever go by a house for sale and you see the sign out in front that says, for sale by owner? And you go, why would they do that to themselves?
And their phone number is written with a magic marker.
What a terrible idea, honestly. Or if you're looking for a house and you don't have representation, another just terrible idea. When it comes to real estate, Rick and Tracy Ellis from the Rick and Tracy Ellis team, Keller Williams, nobody better in the area. Listen, I used them when we just bought our house, so I'm going to go with the best. So I recommend Rick and Tracy Ellis to you guys. Been selling St. Louis real estate for 2 decades. I mean, they put the real in real estate. Their marketing is top-notch. I mean, they got their own magazine. Your house will be advertised in the Ladue News, Post-Dispatch, Homes Magazine, both of their weekly radio shows on our sister station, 97.1. So if you want to get in touch with Rick and Tracy Ellis, 1057thepoint.com/homes, 1057thepoint.com/homes. Whether you're looking to buy a $150,000 house or a $2 million home, or same if you're trying to sell that kind of stuff, $150,000 or $2 million. They love working with first-time home buyers too. Walking through the entire process. Listen, there are a lot of snakes out there. Rick and Tracy Ellis, they will look for your best interests. They're going to look out for you, like they did for me and my family. It's the Rick and Tracy Ellis team, 1057thepoint.com/homes. That's 1057thepoint.com/homes.
The Rizzuto Show.
All right, welcome back to the Riz Show. I love playing some of this old-timey news audio. Like Walter Cronkite.
Yeah.
Okay. What was he? America's Newsman? Was that his title? Something like that. Well, anyway.
Oh, America's Most Trusted Newsman?
Probably. Yeah. Something like that. So today's eclipse is the first total solar eclipse visible from the continental U.S. since 1979. So here's a news report with Walter Cronkite from the last time an eclipse happened.
The CBS Evening News with Walter Cronkite.
Good evening. For parts of North America, the sun went out today. For a little under 3 minutes, the forces of darkness ruled in daylight as a great swath of shadow up to 190 miles wide cut across the continent from the coast of Oregon to Greenland. It was the last total eclipse of the sun for North America until the year 2017.
That's today!
Because it's dangerous to look directly at the sun, or even at part of it, eclipse gazers had to be ingenious. Through peepholes, reverse images of the lunar solar spectacular captured inside shoeboxes. Infants put safely inside paper bags. Cardboard masks with special...
So they put infants inside paper bags? Okay.
The other thing was, at the very beginning, did you hear the typing in the background? Mm-hmm. Nowadays, if that was Bill O'Reilly, he'd start screaming at somebody.
Oh, that's the old teletype.
Yeah.
Inside paper bags, cardboard masks with special dark lenses. Many of the thousands here had prepared for months for these moments.
It was really a very incredible experience. I saw some...
Was that Tommy Chong? That was Tommy Chong.
Some lights.
It was awesome.
Hey, listen, man, it's the 70s.
Really very incredible experience. I saw some Corona. And
Ooh, I scared to death.
I saw some Corona.
You know, you can kind of technically say St. Louis's own Walter Cronkite when you say Walter Cronkite.
Oh, yeah?
St. Joe's, Missouri?
Okay.
Huh.
Corona. And
Ooh, I scared to death. I was really scared.
very spiritual experience, just to me anyway.
And that's the way it is. Monday, February 26, 1979. This is Walter Cronkite, CBS News. Good night.
Was everybody on drugs back then?
Yes.
I saw Corona, man.
Dude, it hasn't even happened yet, okay? It's tomorrow.
All right, time for some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
18 North Central in O'Fallon, Missouri, where iCombat brings Call of Duty to life.
And now for the complete opposite of Walter Cronkite, me. You know, naturally, a couple of idiots out there plan to stare at the eclipse today, even though they know you're not supposed to. Okay? And here's why you really shouldn't. Is the whole thing with the glasses overhyped? Not really.
Uh-oh.
Not really. And let's say, here's what I'm thinking. On a normal day, a naturally clear day, sun is out there. It's the same thing, right? You don't stare at the sun.
Right.
You could hurt your eyes that way. Same thing today. So staring at the sun for too long causes a photochemical reaction in your retinas that can kill the cells. But you can't feel it because you don't have any pain receptors back there. And once it happens, it's irreversible. A second or two might not hurt you. But, it's like just like staring at the sun on a normal day. But if you glance 3 or 4 times, that may add up. And permanent damage can happen pretty fast, especially for young people. I think, Patrico, we were talking about this on Friday. 71-year-old guy in Portland has been speaking out about it. He stared at a partial eclipse with his right eye for about 20 seconds in high school, and he still has a pea-sized blank spot in his vision 50 years later.
I saw a story on, there's a cameraman from Channel 2 that did the exact same thing when he was a kid, like, 10 or whatever. He said to this day, he still has trouble with the one eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was looking right at the camera going, it is no joke when we say, don't look at the sun.
Yeah. It's like a screen burn. If you leave something too long on a screen, like it's brain burn.
Well, could you imagine having a pea-sized blank spot in your vision? It sucks. It'd drive you crazy. So it's not really worth the risk. The only time you can look at an eclipse is during totality. Even if there's just a sliver of sun showing, don't do it. And if you bought eclipse glasses online, Google them to make sure they're legit because there were some bogus ones out there on Amazon. Also be careful if you're driving during the eclipse. A lot of people might try to look at it, stop paying attention to the road. They also might not turn on their headlights if it gets dark. And they might pull over on the side of the highway to check it out.
I didn't even think about that. So somebody's just driving along. All of a sudden, boom, it's nighttime.
So they said, look out for people on the shoulder. And here's how much it's going to cost U.S. companies during today's solar eclipse. At least $694 million in lost productivity. The numbers, folks, have been crunched. So about 87 million employees will be at work during the eclipse, which they think will distract workers for about 20 minutes. If the average hourly wage for those workers is $23.86, those 20 minutes will cost employers $7.95 per worker, or $694 million in total. Now, the amount lost is very small compared to the amount of wages being paid to an employee over the course of a year. And considering this is the first solar eclipse visible in the U.S. since 1979, and considered a once-in-a-lifetime event by many employers, you'll deal with it.
I was going to say, this is your way of saying, relax, employers.
You'll deal with it.
You'll deal with it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you know why? Because your boss is going to be out there watching, too.
Right, with you. And we'll be at the Hot Shots in South County. Moon and myself today from noon until about 2. Doing the solar eclipse thing. Remember the name Maria Chappelle-Nadal?
Of course.
Yeah, she just won the French Open, right?
No. What is wrong with you, man?
She's the state senator from U City who posted on Facebook how she wanted to see President Trump assassinated. Well, she has remember, she was like, I'm not apologizing. Well, she's apologized. So she's apologized to the president and his family, and she says she's got no plans to resign over what she called a mistake. Now, a bunch of top Republicans and Democrats have called for her to resign.
I just saw on the TV here, on the news that we've got on Parsons, whoever that is. I don't know. I guess
from Big Bang Theory.
No, that's Jim. No, not him. He went on some like Twitter rant that said, while we appreciate and respect the fact that Chappelle-Nadal has apologized, she has until the veto process to resign, or we will go through.
They're gonna,
and you will be removed.
Once they get back into session, the state senators and Congress people over there, assembly people, they're going to move to throw her out.
Yeah, like they are pushing hard for her to be removed.
And her apology came at a news conference in Ferguson yesterday, and she asked the media outlets not to publish the location beforehand because she'd received death threats since her little Facebook posting. And she apologized to Missouri residents and her State House colleagues, too. Says she'll continue fighting for the issues that are really, really important to me. I don't think this is a very smart woman, honestly. But good luck.
And stay off of Facebook.
Good luck and delete your account.
Yeah, Facebook timeout for you.
You know, nobody won the Powerball on Saturday night. So the new jackpot is $650 million.
Oh, man, why you tell everybody? Now everybody else, you're going to lower my chances. You're going to lower my odds.
And I believe this will be the third richest U.S. lottery jackpot of all time. And the current prize pool has been growing since June 10th, meaning there have been 21 straight drawings with no winner. And Powerball has always been a tough ticket to win, but it's become even more difficult. And that's recently thanks to a rule change back in 2015. I guess they tweaked the odds. So the chances of picking all 6 winning numbers stands at about 1 in 292 million. That means you're actually more likely to be killed by an asteroid, which is about 1 in 700,000.
But, everybody out there with the tickets is like, but somebody's got to win.
And by the way, being killed by an asteroid, 1 in 700,000, that seems low, to be honest with you.
Are you worried now?
I'm actually kind of worried.
That's funny. Wasn't it not too long ago that somebody is like a house in Siberia or something? Which, by the way, there's like 12 of them because nobody.
Yeah.
Like a house was actually
hit.
hit.
A roof.
Yeah.
Like 1 in 700,000. I don't love those odds.
No.
You're actually more likely to be struck by lightning while drowning. So, while you're drowning and then you're struck by lightning, you have a better chance of doing that than hitting this Powerball.
Insult to injury right there.
Yeah, well,
that's 1 in 183 million.
If you're being completely, if you're drowning, that's pretty much torture, in my opinion. I'd almost welcome the lightning bolt.
That's true. Yeah, just end it, I guess.
Oh, God, something.
And what a great story, too. Did he drown? And he got hit by lightning.
Why is he holding the golf club?
Yeah.
Why are you swimming with a golf club?
Let go of the golf club.
Did you hear how Patrico died? Yeah, he was in a house fire while holding a grenade.
We were golfing. He went in to get his ball, and I handed him a club, and all of a sudden he was dead.
Goodness.
You're actually more likely to give birth to quadruplets than hit the Powerball. And I'm looking at Patrico.
Right.
You better shut your mouth. Right now, some guy that's driving his 4 kids to school's going, you got to be ishing me right now.
That's 1 in 729,000. Now, the longer odds also make it more likely for the Powerball jackpots to grow to a massive size before a winning ticket is sold. And there's been 2 other Powerball jackpots that have passed the $400 million mark so far this year. There was a $448 million prize in June and $435 million in February. So $650 million.
Did those 2 turn out well? You know how so many lottery winners don't turn out well. Those 2 are doing okay so far as we know.
It hasn't been that long.
Yeah, those are the ones you hear about. I mean, clearly people are morons usually when they get crazy amounts of money, but I think there's some success stories.
Well,
out
everybody
there.
looks back at that Jack Whitaker guy.
That guy is the guy that pops into my head. Yeah,
Jack Whitaker, Texas guy, I think.
I think so.
And he'd carry around, he'd go to strip clubs and leave like $200,000 in his car.
Oh yeah.
And then would wonder why people were stealing his cars.
If I won $600 million, I'd pretty much resign to. I'd be resigned to the fact immediately that I'm gonna maybe only be speaking to about 5 family members and about 15 close friends for the rest of my life, and the rest of them are all going to have to go.
Here's a question, and my wife brought this up
I know
yesterday.
that's sad, but...
You win the lottery. Do you still work or no? Do you still come into work or no?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, you know why? And for the people that say that they wouldn't, that's just depending on the job. Mm-hmm. But if you're doing something that you love, like every human needs a purpose. We need to feel like we're doing something, accomplishing something, have some sort of purpose.
That's what I said to my wife. I said I love my job too much that I would.
It, but this would be different.
It would. Yeah, of course it would be different. I'd say, guys, hey, I'll pay you, and let's do this at 7 p.m.
That's exactly what I said.
Well,
I said,
that's different though.
Listen, I'll pay your salaries. Let's do this for funsies at 7 p.m. 3 days a week.
Listen, we'd probably be doing this out of my house. Okay,
Oh,
and
just
I
wait.
would pay you guys.
Yeah, you
Expect pay cuts, by the way.
that's fine as long as you helicopter me there. I would. I mean,
as long as I'm still on the payroll.
Expect
I don't
budget
care.
cuts, guys.
I would definitely want to figure out a way to still do what I do, music and Riz show and everything. But I would definitely like focus on a lot of traveling. I would be traveling a lot.
You wouldn't be on the show then.
What?
No,
yeah,
we'd all be doing it.
Yeah, we would all be.
Tomorrow we're in Marseille.
I would take care of everybody.
Sure, you would.
Okay, let's say
who's everybody?
Hey, here's the
guys
at least 2 of the 3 of you.
Thank you.
Hey,
you have
time
to
out.
fight it
That's
out.
dangerous saying that though, man. Because if you say that publicly, or even if you don't, and people think you did that, now your family's gonna go. You only gave me this, but you took care of these guys. They're not even family.
Well, we had a discussion.
I see you guys more than them.
Of course, but I'm saying that
That's what your family would say.
That's why I'm saying as soon as you win $600 million, you just need to get wise up and go, well, I have fewer friends, and I'm not going to speak to my family again.
We need to tighten up the circle.
Well,
we
I'm
had a
saying
couple
it's-
different circumstances.
You have to just cut it. Like,
we had a
you're
couple different
screwed.
circumstances last night. Like we said, who would we give money to? And I said we'd give a couple mil to my parents and to her dad and her stepmom. They would get a couple mil. My sister would get some money. A couple of her brothers would get some money, and then other than that, we wouldn't really hang out with anybody.
Yeah, I know, dude, it'd be impossible. And I'll tell you what, I think it's a
all
bad
the
idea.
beggars would come out.
I think it's a bad idea to give people money because just like it's a massive danger for you to all of a sudden have this windfall. Think if I can't even think of a friend that would handle $1 million, including myself. Very
Here's a
responsible.
better way to do it. Here's a better way to do it. Instead of giving you money, I'm going to come pay off your house.
Yeah,
that's what we would do.
that
That's the type
immediately.
of stuff we would do. Yeah.
I'd buy
And
everybody's
here's the deal:
houses.
you
Not
win
for
it
instance,
back to
because I
him.
still couldn't afford to pay off his house.
No.
But I'd give you some cash.
You win the lottery, okay? Do you immediately call your parents and say, "Oh my God, I won the lottery"?
What's that supposed
or do you
to mean?
call
Call a lawyer.
Or do you call your attorney first?
Yeah.
You call a lawyer first and say,
Oh,
"Okay, I just won. What do I do?"
I would think so.
Nah, I tell my mom. I can't keep anything from my mom.
I thought that same thing, but I think I would call the lawyer first.
It's my mom.
Your mom's
What
is
if
your
my
mom's.
mom is my lawyer?
Hey, man, if
Then
I
you're
win,
set.
can I call your
Wow,
mom?
what a great setup you got.
Yeah, my buddy's got that,
Listen.
and it was great. He'd get in trouble at school and just call his mom, and she'd come all the way out and just go, "Okay, give me the
You got to
tickets."
be in it to win it. So
I'd take care.
when's the drawing?
Wednesdays and
Wednesday.
Saturdays.
Do you guys want to do it?
Oh, I asked Riz this morning. I go, now is the time where you cannot not buy a ticket.
Yeah, buy a
Like,
ticket.
Will
you
you?
got to buy it.
Hey, what happened to that couple in Redbud? Remember, they were the winners.
Oh my
of the,
goodness!
of
You
the
notice how
last one.
you have not heard much from them. Remember, I thought they said that they were going to buy a nice house somewhere. They didn't say where. They said they were going to buy a nice house in the area, and then they were just going to keep the money.
Well,
And that's what
yeah,
they've
they
done.
were the last big winners.
If you guys, if you guys did win, would you move?
Yeah, to a bigger house.
Out of state or somewhere here?
How? Good luck finding one.
Oh.
No, I'll tell you what.
Hey,
What? Yeah, you got an awesome, huge house. It's awesome. It's not even huge.
It'd be
Like
bigger.
people are hearing it, but for me and for
Mansion.
us, it's,
I would-
it's
I would-
huge.
It's a very, very nice house.
I would definitely move.
Yeah, I would
One
too.
thing I would do is I would pay off my house, and then we would move. You know, you pay off your house, you sell it, you move. I would pay off our vehicles and buy new vehicles.
expand the moat.
I wouldn't sell my house. I'd probably give it to somebody.
I would sell it. I love you, but I would sell
You're
it.
going to sell my house?
I mean, listen, I'm already going to do a lot of charitable work with the $300 million I'm taking away after the payout.
Riz kids.
So giving my house to
Riz
somebody.
Kids move into my house. That could be the new home office for Riz Kids.
Now,
What do you
listen,
say?
we have to. At 7:40, got to take a break.
All right.
All right, more news after the break,
We don't have to do nothing. We're going to win the lottery. Nobody's
That's
going to
true.
complain
Yeah.
about what we do.
including how one man got caught after stealing an iPad from a house.
Let's just say you got caught in the most Riz show way possible.
That's right. And what the owner of Santa's workshop did. It is 7:40. Monday, another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
I will never kiss your big, fat, square ass, and that's what will be required in order for us to get along.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Nothing to report, all good. Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Brought to you by Chesterfield Fence and Deck. Today, mix of clouds and sun. A small chance for some rain this afternoon, around 90 for the high. It says, according to weather.com, that it will be partly to mostly cloudy right when the eclipse begins. So we'll see what happens there. Tonight, partly cloudy, some storms overnight, mid-70s for the low. Right now, it's 79 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by GilletteOnDemand.com. 40 million Americans wake up to a Gillette shave. Gillette's working to bring you America's #1 shave for less. Go to GilletteOnDemand.com and get every fourth order for free.
When it comes to your weight loss struggles, I'm not sure what your problem is. I mean, your problem's different than his problem or her problem. So what's going on? Is it, you've always been overweight, you don't know where to start? Is it you trying to lose the baby weight? Is it you hitting a plateau? Yeah, you lost some pounds, but maybe you can't, get over that hump. Maybe you're just trying to lose a quick 20 pounds. You have a vacation coming up. I don't know. We're all different. But I will tell you, diet and exercise, that is key when it comes to your losing weight and feeling more confident about yourself. Also getting to supplement superstores and asking about the Royal 21 weight loss system. With the diet and exercise, this supplement, not miracle pill, is going to help you along on your journey. Listen, the Royal 21 weight loss system is the newest and most advanced and most effective weight loss supplement that you can find. In conjunction with your diet and exercise, you are going to lose weight. First off, boost your metabolism, help you burn that fat naturally, crush your cravings. So when you're dieting, this will help you stay on the healthy diet program. Also, it's going to give you an incredible all-day focused energy boost with no jitters, no crazy crashes, plus an overall mood enhancement. And ladies, the Royal 21 Queen, it's going to balance female hormones that inhibit weight loss. So you'll have the ability to burn fat all month long. So get it at supplement superstores. Mention the ratio and get 25% off. It's the Royal 21 weight loss system from Supplement Superstores online at supplementsuperstores.com.
There's no better feeling than driving a new vehicle, and especially a new truck. And that's exactly what I've been doing all thanks to Jim Trenary Chevrolet. They set me up in one of those new Silverados. It's a 4-wheel drive crew cab. And now you can be the same. You can get that same feeling, be just like me by driving that brand new Silverado for just $30,995. Listen, you're going to spend some money on a truck, so you want it to be nice. You want it to have the feel of a luxury vehicle with all the functionality of a pickup truck. And that's exactly what the Silverados are. It's a smooth ride. It's got all the bells and whistles on the inside. And then if you need to haul some stuff or tow something, it's got the power to do that as well. If you're looking for something, maybe an SUV, the Chevy Trax now just from $13,995. And the 2018 Equinoxes, they've showed up at Jim Trenary. They're going fast from $20,995, which is absolutely unbelievable. You've seen the commercials with these things. The inside looks like a luxury vehicle. It is absolutely fantastic, but at a price of $29.95, it's unreal. It's affordable. You could drive that home today. All you got to do is go see the deal makers up there at Trenary. The sizzling summer sale is heating up at Jim Trenary. You can check out all the deals online at jimtrenary.com or at any of their 3 Missouri locations: in O'Fallon on Highway 40 at K, in Union on Highway 47 at V, and in Troy on Highway 61. It's Jim Trenary Automotive Group. Find new roads.
Hey, this is Ben Bailey, and you are listening to the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. Happy birthday, Riz.
You know, we got Marlon Wayans coming in on Friday. Friday, 9 o'clock?
That's exactly right.
Great.
Keep seeing all the ads for his new show.
Yeah, it's not bad. I watched it, the pilot episode. First episode last week. It was all right. It's aight. A 24-year-old guy, continuing on with news here, from Chicago. His name is Michael Gentry. He was arrested yesterday after breaking into a house to steal an iPad. It's around noon. A guy calls 911 to report seeing Michael running away from his house with his iPad. A couple minutes later, cops got a call from a woman who said that a man matching Michael's description was joeing in front of her house.
I mean, that is what iPads are for.
I was going to say,
Right.
Obviously there is an internet connection.
But you got to wait until you're behind a door.
So police rushed over, and sure enough, there's old Michael punishing himself.
Boy.
Still holding the iPad, the stolen one. So he's been charged with 1 count of burglary and indecent exposure. Michael. Passengers on a crowded bus in Melbourne, Australia. They were shocked when a woman pulled down her pants and took a duty on a seat.
Is that the way? That's a way to like save a seat, isn't it?
That's right.
Okay.
Snipes.
Seats taken. And this was in front of mothers with young kids. So she pulls her pants down, makes weird noises, and then moves her bowels. People were screaming, yelling, but she was in the zone. Ignored them all. When one passenger told the woman that her kid saw what she did, she said, quote, "I do not care about your child."
I'm taking a duty on a bus. Do you think I really care what your kid thinks?
The bus driver tries throwing her off, and then she says, "I haven't gotten my stop yet." Somebody handed her a tissue and says, "Clean it up." Yep, there's video.
Oh, she refused to clean up her mess, too, by the way. She said, no, not doing it.
She wound up getting off the bus, and cops are still looking for her.
No! Oh my gosh! No! This is terrible. I can't help it.
That's her.
That's terrible.
It looks like somebody needs more fiber in their diet.
Did she say terrible?
Some lady on the bus goes, "This is terrible." But when she says terrible, it sounds ridiculous.
Terrible.
This is terrible.
You can hear her in the background.
Groaning.
So you in public. This is the 4th time now. In front of everyone, and now we have to suffer through it.
So this is the 4th time that...
This is the 4th time, like, she dropped, and then pulled up and was like, "Oh, I don't feel good."
And then again.
Dropped and and then, "Oh, man, I can't help it." So it's not like she's like a chronic pooper. It's just as...
I just said, like, are people just crapping on this bus line? Like this, I've had it. This is the 4th time I've seen this on this bus.
Exactly.
Plus, she says "skedaddle" after each time too.
Now I'm going to have to go home and explain to my child why she can use the toilet, but a grown woman can't. I don't care Okay, you shut Please call the police. Go to the toilet over there. Why won't you stop? I can't get home. I can't get home. You pulled your pants down and on the seat. Are you? You're disgusting. Get out.
I still think I feel like okay. I mean,
is this kid right there with her? Is the kid right there with this upset mom?
Yes.
She keeps dropping the S-bomb. I guess you can if it's sitting right next to you, but she keeps dropping the S-bomb too.
Here's the thing. I don't feel bad for this woman because like they gave her tissue to clean it up. She refused.
Yeah.
They you know
Right.
So
this
she
isn't
was
a victim of
right, but at the same time, like I understand. Like I don't know if you heard her or not, but she said, "When I start, I can't stop."
Why'd you start?
Yeah.
That's my. I mean, and I get it. Like maybe this was a medical emergency. Maybe it was.
Right.
Maybe she's me.
SPS.
Maybe she was on her bus.
Sudden
on her
pooping
bus.
syndrome.
Maybe she's on her way home.
Yeah, she was on her bus. She had to have the
She had
home
a
bowl
bad
advantage.
burrito. I don't know. Who knows?
And it was go time.
Well, here's the thing.
But you're gross.
And this is a logical question, though. Think it through. SPS hits you. You're on a bus. Sudden poop syndrome, and you gotta go. There's no yelling. I mean, you know when that happens, you can't speak anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh, you're sick. Okay. Do it in your pants.
Yeah.
Really? You wouldn't seat it?
Yeah, no.
Or floor it?
I would think I would do it in my pants.
Well, listen, if you know,
I would go pants before anywhere else.
But I'm saying if it's gnarly SPS is coming out of the pants anyway. You know what's going on. You know you're going to dirty the bus.
Right,
Okay.
The ratio diet plan.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
All right, go back over there. We're good. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Stop talking about that.
I've seen it happen
Some
on a tour
pictures
bus
don't
before.
need to be painted.
What, you mean come out of the bottom of your pant leg?
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
For sure.
Yeah, I've told you this story before.
Mess
My
up
buddy,
your shoes or not?
I've said this before. My buddy was at a Cardinals game and he had SPS. He had SPS, sun poop syndrome, hit him hard, and he did it in a urinal. He was the next person in line, and all the stalls were taken. And a guy stepped out of the urinal, and he, out loud, he goes, "I'm sorry for this. It has to happen here," and went straight there and did it, and then was asked to leave.
You know what
the
you say to
stadium.
everybody else? You say
isn't
you
a
guys
drunken
would have
thing.
done that too. You
He
know,
was asked to leave the
everybody else
stadium?
would have.
Oh yeah.
Does that mean somebody knocked him out?
Oh, dude, he announced to everyone. He said, like, you've seen the
Where was this
pictures.
at?
Which stadium?
Oh, he probably had Hewlett just say, "Hey, this guy's doing this."
You've seen the video or the pictures or videos of like the drunk girls using the men's urinals, where they're basically sitting on the urinal like AC Slater style,
L-shaped.
you know, and that's how he said he was.
Oh, he sat like that, like facing the wall?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like
Facing down, like
he
looking
basically
at
was
everybody.
looking at everybody as he was doing it. This is the same guy who in traffic, while he was in dead traffic, I don't know why he did this, but he, in the bed of his truck,
Oh my gosh.
said he had a bucket and just sat in the bed of his truck. And I'm like, why didn't you
While
go to the
everyone
side of the
was
road?
looking?
And he said, I made dead eye contact with the person directly behind
Your
as
friend,
he was
I
doing it.
have the name of a good GI.
Yeah,
for your
no
friend.
kidding.
Sounds like an issue.
I would have loved to have been in the line and had somebody announce it. Attention, not ladies, but gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
He honestly, the exact quote he said to me was, he goes, "Everybody, I'm sorry. This has got to happen."
You got awesome friends.
You know this guy.
And
Or you met him
finally,
before, at least.
Finally, Santa Claus, better get his franchisees in order because there's a guy in Oswego, New York. His name is Douglas Waterbury, and he owns an amusement park in upstate New York called Santa's Workshop. And he also owns a couple other parks and some apartment buildings. And he was just sued by 6 of his tenants for telling them they could have sex with him in exchange for lower rent.
Wait, you're not supposed to do that?
Apparently not.
I gotta make
There are laws. At his apartment buildings, not at Santa's Workshop, apparently. He's been doing this. 3 of the 6 women say they took the deal and had sex with him for cheaper rent. The 3 other women turned him down. And the police and the Fair Housing Department are investigating. So, yeah, you can't do that.
So here's my question. If I own a building and these women were willing to do that.
It's the 3 that probably turned him down that knocked him out.
Well, but if they're signing a rental agreement with me and I have in there, if you're short 1 month, we can do this over here.
I'm not sure if you could do that.
Huh. All right.
I don't know.
Listen.
Just like if it's my flower shop, I can refuse service to anybody. If it's my 4-family flat, and 2 of the 3 families are a little short on rent.
I'm pretty sure you can't exchange sex for goods and services.
There's a name for that.
Yes, there is.
What's
I can't
that?
think of it.
I tried that. I tried that at Shop and Save once. They didn't accept.
That's one thing, but if I have a room to rent,
I understand your point.
it's my room.
Like
And if you are willing to do that in exchange for staying there,
You have
why is
that.
that illegal?
So
And
wait a
you
minute.
want
I mean, that's what
No, no, no.
half
No, no,
of
no.
marriages out there is that, basically.
He's
Am I right,
saying,
guys?
So
Am I
Jeff,
right?
you're saying
Hello.
Hey.
Jeff, you're saying that there was never a business transaction.
No, I'm asking. I don't know if there's a bit. You talking about
I'm
in the
asking
store
in
for
your
me?
scenario.
Can there be a receipt?
There has never been a business transaction. Therefore, it is not exchanging goods for that. You have a roommate that you're hooking up with.
Yeah. And
That's
I'm
legal?
doing them a
Well,
favor,
yeah.
and they're doing me a favor.
That's legal, but
Listen.
there's no business transaction
Well,
there.
as long as it's not in exchange for lower rent.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, come on, guys. Yeah, you're
We
being
can get
silly.
the
but,
rent to
I'm not
go
being silly.
down.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
This is a legit business transaction. You are giving me money. I am giving you a service. Okay, that service is housing. All right, you are living underneath my roof. You're giving me money. I'm giving you that. Then you're going, hey, instead of giving me money, how about you give and then you will knock off a couple bucks. That's illegal.
Yeah.
But if I go, hey, I got a room for rent, why don't you come and stay? And you go, cool. What did it cost me? Nothing, man. You're cool. All right. You just gotta a little bit, and then you go.
Now, is
okay.
that different
No,
than
there-
the
as I'm telling you, there's a fair housing department that they have rules. You can't do that.
Can I get a little and a little?
But if it's just like a hey, come on over,
And some
I
of
don't know.
that too.
and I'm charging anybody else.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can. You can make it work.
That's your news brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
Don't screw this up, fatty.
Sports brought to you by Hot Shots Bar and Grill for over 25 years, all the games, all the time. Cardinals wrapped up a weekend in which they split with the Pittsburgh Pirates after they dropped the first ever Little League Classic game by a score of 6-3. And the Cardinals are actually pretty lucky to walk away with that series sweep. On Friday night, the Cards were up big and ended up only squeaking away with an 11-10 win.
Yeah, man, cutting it close there.
Yep, Pirates bounced back to with a win on Saturday and on Sunday. Tonight, the Cardinals are off. Return to Busch tomorrow. They take on the Padres. Lance Lynn gets a start, 7:15.
Y'all watched that yesterday?
I did a little bit of it.
I did not.
Not a whole bunch.
Did you notice that, I mean, what was it? 2,500 people could be in the stands there?
Something like that.
So I said it was the lowest attended baseball game in the history of whatever.
Since the Montreal Expos moved, probably, because that's about what they used to get.
No, I think they said that it was the lowest
paid attendance. Yeah,
I thought it was
in the
neat that
history
they
of
had
baseball.
nicknames on the back of their jerseys. I don't know if you guys
I mean,
saw
I thought that was all right.
Oh, were they wearing are those the Players Weekend jerseys?
They were wearing them yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was like a preview of what they're wearing this upcoming
Yeah,
weekend.
and it was
I
all
guess so.
cute. So, they had like, favorite food, favorite,
Favorite subject in school, I remember,
Right.
was one of them, yeah.
favorite music. Like they do the Little League players.
Cool.
But they had sitting behind it. It was mostly like the kids playing in the Little League World Series and their families. That's who was there. But the kids behind the plate just kept getting up.
Yeah, it was more of a social event for
distracting.
them. Yeah, it was a social event for them. If you follow any of the Cardinals players on social media, like I follow a handful of them, and they got to interact with the kids, and the kids got to interact with them before the game. It was pretty neat.
No, that's
that
pretty
part of
neat.
it was neat. And Freeze's last name on the back of his jersey, and they gave a partial explanation, but I didn't pick it up. Dave Human was the name on the back of his jersey. I don't know if anybody knows what that means, but like Yadier Molina had just Yachty on his back. That was kind of cool.
What I read was, John Rooney, he's the play-by-play guy for radio.
Yes.
He was not thrilled with this.
Oh, really?
With this thing. He said, you got two teams in pennant races. I'm paraphrasing. You got two teams in pennant races. You doing this?
Well, you still got to play the game. Hey, they still play the game between the white lines, Riz.
And he's saying because of this, the Cardinals got home late or getting home late early in the morning. They got to play today. I don't know.
No, they're off
Read what he
today.
said. Are they off today?
Yeah, they're off today.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay, so apparently this is the whole David Freeze thing. A few years ago, Freeze bought a boxer and named the dog Bob. His buddy, also named Bob, would watch Bob the dog while Freeze was away. Then Bob the human got a dog and named it Dave. When there are 4 together, one must be species specific. So human Bob, Dave, or Bob human, Dave human, Bob dog.
Got it.
Dave dog. So.
Wow. That's really neat.
Cool.
I know. Well, it happened over the weekend, Riz, and on Saturday night, Aaron Judge struck out in the game against the Red Sox, and with that, Judge had 36 straight games with a strikeout. That's an all-time Major League record for most consecutive games with a strikeout, and he is keeping the streak alive. He struck out yesterday, too, so 37 straight games.
It's time to send him down to the minors for a week.
Well, what's he doing in between? I know we've been talking about strikeouts, but is he batting 111?
He's not doing well.
I mean, he did hit like a 480-foot home run a couple games ago, but I mean, he's not doing great. And they're saying a lot of people are forgetting that this dude's a rookie, and a lot of rookies do strike out. They said last year, I think there was a rookie that struck out 64 times.
Yeah, but it's time to send Aaron Judge down to the minors maybe for a week to get his confidence back.
Yeah.
Because I think they're about to bench him, and that's...
Oof. That'll crush you.
That'll crush you.
Yeah. Somebody that doesn't need to worry about tuning up their swing, Manny Machado of the Baltimore Orioles. He had himself a night on Friday. In the third, the dude hit a 2-run homer to dead center. Then, as his team trailed in the fifth, he hit a solo home run. Then, as his team was down 7-5 in the bottom of the ninth, he came to the plate once again.
Gone forever. Hepatitis, see you later. See you in hell, big boy.
Why do I even try now?
He hit 3 in one game?
Oh, just wait.
Center field. Did he do it? Back it goes, and that ball is gone! It's out of here! There's a walk-off grand slam, and the Orioles win it.
Oh, my goodness, no way.
A 3-home-run game for Machado.
Wow. That is incredible. What was the final score? Like, I mean, did it matter?
Yeah, it was a walk-off.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you're right. I didn't
9-7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's a walk-off.
Yep.
Wow,
so pretty
good
sweet.
for him.
Yep.
He's got the name. He's got the type of name that, like, that's a guy that's like always out on the town. Like, hey, Manny Machado.
Machado.
You going out with Manny Machado tonight?
Yeah.
Or he's got his own place called Machado.
That guy's a party. He never sleeps.
No, we always meet him at the club.
Yeah, right.
Manny Machado owns the
He
club.
loves lemon drop shots, by the way. Machado does.
NFL receiver Anquan Bolden. He recently signed a deal with the Buffalo Bills. He's been in the league for 14 years. And surprisingly, over this weekend, the 36-year-old decided that he's going to retire. He said that he wants to focus on his humanitarian and charitable work. He said in a statement, football has afforded
retire
me...
than playing Buffalo.
He said, football has afforded me a platform throughout my career to have a greater impact on my work, and at this time, my life's purpose is bigger than football. So, 14 seasons with 4 teams, ranks 9th in NFL history for receptions. Finally here, a kid named Jack is an outfielder for Kennett Square, the East Region team in the Junior League World Series, going on right now in Michigan. He is also very certainly a superhuman. And this is absolutely unbelievable. Probably one of the greatest catches you'll see of all time. He actually dove over the center field wall to make this catch and cleared the fence. Of course, it's Little League World Series. It's a little bit shorter than a regular fence. It probably goes up to about chest high, but he dives over this thing, makes the catch. It's absolutely unbelievable. You can see that on the blog. And one more thing here. Yesterday, the 2017 Monster Energy NASCAR race at Bristol went down, and Kyle Busch took home...
Saturday,
I'm sorry. Kyle Busch took home the checkered flag with Eric Jones, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, and Kurt Busch rounding out the top 5. Don't forget the IndyCar race happens this weekend at Gateway. The Bommarito Automotive Group 500 is Saturday. You can get your tickets now on Patrico. That's your sports, and boom goes the dynamite. Brought to you by the law offices of Susan L. Ward. Call 783-9400 or stlfamilylaw.com for all your family law needs.
All right, so let's go to Vero Beach, Florida, where last Thursday, 30-year-old Brian Isola.
Yeah.
He was busted trying to steal about $320 worth of stuff from a Kmart. So after being caught in the act by a patrolman, Brian initially tried blaming the Illuminati.
Well, it is their fault.
You know, the shadowy international organization that runs the world in conjunction with the Rockefellers, George Soros, the Bilderberg Group, and Jay-Z. Brian said, quote, "Your economy caused this. I'm just trying to survive. I need to take all this to survive." He also blamed gay people. Quote, "It's all the fags' fault. There are too many fags."
Wow.
You're kidding me.
That's this guy, yep.
Jeez.
Wow.
Remember last week we had a guy who blamed his crime on a hookah-smoking caterpillar?
Yeah. Are they buddies?
We should get these two together. While Brian is sitting in jail in lieu of a $5,000 bond. So there you go, from Vero Beach, Florida, Brian Isola. Today's headline news. All right, we got your sex time fun facts after the break, and I'll tell you what celebrity is the most popular sex doll. Gonna be surprising. Gonna be surprising. You think you know?
Yeah. You want me to say now?
Nah, save it.
All right.
Save it. All right, 8:10 Monday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
You are physically repulsive, stupid, you have no taste, a lousy sense of humor, and you smell.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. As of right now, I could tell that a lot of people are staying home from work today because there's not any traffic going on right now. That's sure to change later this afternoon, though. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray, brought to you by Hardee's, where right now at Hardee's, you can get 2 sausage and egg biscuits for just $2.50. Today, mix of clouds and sun. Chance for some rain this afternoon, around 90 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy. Some storms overnight, mid-70s for the low. Right now, 81 downtown at Union Station. And traffic and weather sponsored by Hum by Verizon. Get answers before you have questions with vehicle diagnostics and more. Hum by Verizon is the technology that connects you to your car. Learn more at hum.com.
Everybody loves saving money. You want to save money off your mortgage every month? You do? Well, you got good credit? All right, well, have you called Kevin Putney yet? Kevin Putney and the 123 mortgage team. You know, if you refinance, you can still get a rate in the 4s. That's not going to be forever, though. You got to jump on this. That window of opportunity as far as refinancing goes and getting a great rate, that window is slowly closing, so you got nothing to lose. You call the guy that's going to help you every single step of the way, Kevin Putney and the 123 mortgage team. Also, if you're looking to buy a home, before you call the realtor, call Kevin. He's going to get you approved and qualified. Not pre-approved, not pre-qualified. This way, you find that perfect home. And hey, the housing market's hot. And there are going to be multiple offers on that home you love. You don't want to lose out because you're not qualified already. Call Kevin. Licensed in both Missouri and Illinois. 314-862-0123. That's 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. The 123 Mortgage Team is a division of My Mutual Mortgage, an equal housing lender, 7514 Big Bend Boulevard, St. Louis, Missouri 63119, and MLS 12901. So if you love to shop local and you haven't been to Mattress Direct, then you are not doing it right. Mattress Direct, listen, they're not the only, St. Louis guy, but they have mattresses now that are made right here in Missouri, and that's a big deal. How awesome is that? It's awesome to know that the mattress you could be sleeping on was made right here in Missouri. So stop by any of the 17 Mattress Direct locations in the area and learn about the all-natural made-in-Missouri options. Listen, just because it's made in Missouri doesn't mean it's great, but this is a great mattress made in Missouri. My wife and I sleep on one that's made with the newest latex technology. That's all natural. And I'm telling you, God's honest truth, I have never slept better. So the sleep specialists make it so easy to figure out what bed is the right bed for you and why. So if you're in the market, make sure to check out Mattress Direct for the easiest buying experience at the lowest guaranteed prices. Sleep is so important. Sleep rules. Get some at Mattress Direct. Call 314-4DIRECT. That's 314-4DIRECT. Or hit up stlmattressdirect.com. Sleep rules at Mattress Direct. All right, all about sex, all about relationships. Sponsored by
Sauce on the Side. 3 locations to try one of their homemade cheesy calzones today. Downtown Clayton and the Grove.
All right, so what celebrity is the most popular sex doll request?
Jeff Burton.
Thank you.
No, serious. Serious, I want you guys to guess. What celebrity is the most popular sex doll requested?
I have not looked yet, but I do have my guess.
Okay. Let's go around the room. We'll start with Moon.
Let me take a stab. Kim K.
Come on.
Hey, man.
Get a little more contemporary.
I wrote down Emma Watson.
Good guess.
I'm glad you had me for last because I nailed it. Ted Danson.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay. Real guess?
I got it. Jennifer Lopez.
Is this like...
That's
is
my
this your real guess?
That's my real guess.
That's a great guess.
Thanks, man.
I said Emma Watson just because of the fact that she was like at one point the most Googled celebrity for leaks and things like that. So
Oh yeah, and before that it was the girl from Harry Potter.
That's
Emma Watson.
Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking
Oh,
Emma
I'm
Stone.
thinking Stone. Yeah,
Thinking
sorry.
Emma
I'm
Stone.
thinking Emma Stone.
Listen, sex dolls are far from, the inflatable days, the inflatable sex dolls. And these sex dolls nowadays can be customized, from their hair color to their programmed personalities. And now the company behind the world's first sex robot, they're called True Companion, they revealed that the celebrity clients request their bot resemble most often is Marilyn Monroe.
Wow.
Marilyn Monroe.
That's actually pretty surprising.
Well, my next question was going to be, do they get residuals? But never mind.
Well, here's the thing. Since True Companion would need to get the permission from the celebrity or the celebrity's estate, in this case, to create a robot in their likeness, they can't make an exact replica. But a sex robot engineer from the company says, we cannot do one that models Marilyn Monroe, but we could do a very beautiful blonde with a full figure and so forth.
But how do they label it, though?
It's Marilyn Monroe-like. It's like, I don't know what they call it. It's like, probably like, Mary Monroe.
Well, you remember back in the day when the Charlie Sheen movies came out and it was called, like, Not Charlie Sheen Porno or something. Maybe they're just calling it Not Marilyn Monroe.
And by the way, if you're looking to buy one of these custom sex robots, $10,000.
I'm thinking
$10,000.
I'm thinking about buying it just to pimp it out. Maybe make my money back.
You could. The thing will pay for itself.
Listen,
eventually.
When I win the Powerball,
Like 3 weeks later,
I'm gonna have a basement full of these things that I'm gonna rent out.
Yeah, but I'm
so.
thinking, listen, if you got $10,000 to just spend on a sex robot,
you got $10,000 to spend on
a lady, on a real lady,
Right,
on a
right.
real woman.
Yeah, yeah.
Riz,
In
buying
Vegas,
one
it's
of
legal.
these, does this break one of your personal policies?
Never pay for sex?
Yeah.
No.
No, because it's not a real person.
Yeah,
Okay, then there you go.
It's the same thing as a toy.
What do I need a sex robot for?
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but you said if you got $10,000 to spend on a sex robot, then you could go and spend $10,000 on a real lady.
No, what I'm saying is if you have the kind of cash where you could just, I'm going to spend 10 grand on a
Oh, you're saying that you could woo a chick with
You could woo a chick with your
gotcha.
wallet.
I thought you were saying that you could afford a prostitute. I'm like, well, that breaks a personal policy.
No. No, because you can't feel good about yourself after having sex with a robot.
Well,
Unless you can. I don't know. I've never experienced it.
Well, I mean, to be fair.
Is this the way we're going now?
Well, I don't know. We've
Where
talked.
it's going to become more of a,
we've talked
an
about
acceptable
that.
thing?
We've talked about that before. But hey, man, a toy is a toy, right?
Mm-hmm. Would your wife be upset if you cheated on her with a sex robot?
Oh, it's not cheating. It's
Is
not
it-
cheating.
is it not cheating?
It's
No,
just
of course not.
I
What
think it's like anything else. If she didn't know about it, then yeah, that would probably be weird because if there was nothing grievous there, why wouldn't I tell her? You know
Doesn't
what I
that guy? Doesn't this picture look like the guy that would create a sex robot? That's the guy that created the sex robot.
Is that one of the sex robots you're showing me?
Yeah, that's Roxy, the world's most famous one.
I'm not just a creator. I'm a client.
No doubt he's a client.
That's apparently the very first one. Standing at 5'7", 120 pounds, she could be taught to like and dislike certain things.
Apparently, she can't be taught to cross her legs while she sits down in lingerie.
Can you imagine if the robot goes, no, I don't like
Not
that.
there.
She can also
Is
be
it your
taught
birthday?
to. She can be taught to, in a race, you get there. Yeah.
Get to the finish line?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She can be taught to do that too.
Hmm.
There's also so Roxy is the chick version. There's also a dude version named Rocky. That one sells for a cool
Sign
10
me
grand
up.
too.
Would your wife be pissed if you made a sex robot in her likeness?
Mm.
Room for one more? Breaking news. Men are going to hit on you regardless of what you're wearing. That's a fact, ladies. That's a fact. I know. I'm shocked, too. A new survey found 43% of women say they've been hit on at the gym. And it didn't matter what they were wearing at the time.
And the other 57% just didn't realize they were being hit on. You know what I mean? Like, hey, do you need any help with that or whatever?
Well, here's the point of the survey. Does it matter what a woman is wearing at the gym for her to get hit on? And the answer
Probably
is
not.
it does not matter.
I wouldn't think so.
The answer is does not matter. Women in sweatpants were just as likely to get hit on as women in yoga pants or tight shorts.
Because it's a female in an enclosed area that can't get away because they're in a building,
right,
surrounded by walls, so you will
And
get
they
hit
have-
on.
They have boobs.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the only thing to deter people is the face you're wearing. If you wear a face of "Don't talk to me, don't get near me," like I mean, you definitely
Some guys can't pick up on that.
Yeah, maybe so. But I mean, back when I was doing a gym or whatever, there's certain gals that I would see, and I knew the face that they were making was, "Don't ever talk to me.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't talk."
Yeah, but some guys can't pick up on that. They don't even care.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, the survey also found 21% of men said they've been hit on at the gym. Count me as one of those, and I yell all the time, "I'm not a piece of meat."
I'm here to work on me.
I am not a piece of meat.
Don't
Now,
chat while I'm getting my swole on, okay,
As
guys?
opposed to the ladies, it does matter what men are wearing. So with ladies, it don't matter if you're wearing sweatpants, yoga pants, tight shorts, you're going to get hit on. With men, it does matter. Guys in hoodies had the best luck.
What?
Guys in hoodies had the best luck.
Yeah, I wonder if it's because it kind of hides what you look like.
Like you don't look like you're showing off or flashy?
she doesn't know that you're a mess under there just yet, as opposed
It's
to
still
a
a little
t-shirt.
doughy.
I don't know.
Guys in T-shirts had the worst luck. So hoodies, yes. T-shirts, no. The survey also found that 97% of people who flirted at the gym say it's worked at least one time and led to a hookup, a date, or a relationship. 97%. Now, just like men will hit on anything, regardless of what they're wearing, men like boobs, and that's a fact of life.
Heard that.
New data from Pornhub reveals a surprising number of men actually prefer small breasts. The website analyzed global user data and found searches for small breasts are on the rise, while searches for large breasts have declined over the past 12 months. Still, the most popular boob-related searches are for big bits, big boobs, and large breasts.
If you're going to YouPorn or whatever, and you type in large breasts, what are you doing?
Yeah, it just goes back to the homepage.
Like, what are you doing? I think today is the day that I'd like to look at large breasts.
Large breasts.
I'm going to go to a porn site for that.
I
Or
also
just
am
go
a
to
big-
Google Images.
I'm also a big fan of enormous fannies. I'd like to search that too.
At the same time, searches for small breasts have been on the rise since 2013. Maybe the change is a sign cultural preferences are changing. Back in December, the Plastic Surgery Group surveyed U.S. and British plastic surgeons and found the average breast augmentation sizes are now C and D cups, when a couple years ago it was double D and E cups.
Yeah, that's too much, man.
Yeah, because now people are seeing what those double D's and E's are doing to people, and they're going, "Oh, fa!"
Yeah.
Yeah, back problems. Yeah, the old clown cans. Nope.
Yeah, clown cans never good.
The old clownishly big.
Ladies, if we describe your boobs on Real or Fake as clown cans,
These are clown cans.
You need to go see somebody,
Wow.
dude.
That's
have you
harsh,
seen?
isn't that? What-
Yeah, whoa,
that's
hello.
Harsh.
Are you kidding me? You just said the ever so upsetting clown cans.
Yeah, but you just called out specific people that we may have said that about.
Have we ever said on there that we've
I
have
was
we
making
ever
generalities.
have we ever said on Real or Fake that somebody's got clown cans?
I don't
ever?
know.
Have we?
Ever? Never. Because
Now-
then
now
this
we
wouldn't be a
can't.
game.
Yeah, now that's out.
Oh, I'm not afraid at
the
all.
fun
If
right
somebody
out.
submits
I
clown
had that on the
cans,
list for tomorrow to talk
if
about.
somebody
but I'm not gonna
submits
say it
clown
now.
cans, I will say you got clown cans because I think they know they do.
By the way, for Real or Fake tomorrow, you announce a new punishment.
Yes, I do.
Are we set on this?
Depending on one person.
Oh, come on.
I agreed to it. Jeff agreed to it.
I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, I think it's a great idea. It's too good of an idea. That's the problem. All right, fine. Listen, you guys just called me out on air about this.
Sure did.
Real
You
quick.
guys
Nobody knows
did,
what.
bro.
Yes, you're a part of this.
All right, I guess I'm in. Cool.
All right,
There's
so
nothing like being peer
Don't be
pressured.
pressured, man.
So-
Don't be pressured. You don't have to say anything until tomorrow.
Murder a hooker. Okay.
That's it.
I don't like this.
The loser gets stabbed in the heart.
I don't like this.
Live or die. We'll see.
I've said before, this is like a severe weakness for me, and I don't know if I would
The ultimate
even be able to do it.
punishment. Last place gets killed.
I have a weakness for being killed.
Listen, I already know what smell is attracted to women. So much Drakkar Noir that it can choke a horse.
Oh, boy.
Chicks love that, right?
That used to be John Patrico's cologne. Shocking, I know.
What is that? Why are my eyes tearing? Is that Drakkar?
I'd be downstairs in the living room, he'd be upstairs getting ready, and I'd go all of a sudden out of nowhere around 5 o'clock. I'd go, they must be going to a wedding or something because it is strong tonight. And then here he comes,
My
strutting
dad's
down.
my dad's was the old. Remember the Old Spice with the white bottle with
yeah.
the little red
Mm-hmm.
thing? That's what he used. He used to just bathe
Where
in that.
it would be like, you'd have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's too.
My dad had the black Drakkar Noir, which was in in a black bottle that you couldn't see through, and then he had something that had a cork top to it that
We'd
smelled
actually
like
turn
leather.
it upside down, and you'd have to like a ketchup bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a little bit would come out.
It looked like one of those. What's the hot sauce bottles?
Yeah, like a Tabasco sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was covering up the smell of cool kings.
So you think so much Drakkar? That's what the chicks love.
Yeah.
That's scientists, apparently have a different idea. A new study out of Australia found that men who eat fruits and vegetables smell better to women than men who eat a lot of processed or refined carbs. And since smell is a huge part of attraction, it's a pretty good idea to make sure your body odor is as appealing as possible.
I can tell you, there's nothing better than shaking hands with somebody, or it's mostly females. If you hug somebody when you see them for the first time in a while, whatever, and they say, "Oh man, you smell good."
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal on a daily basis. That's me. If you say that to me, then I am happy.
Well, he's just talking chemistry. Like
I'm talking chemistry.
Yeah, like when when you're with your significant other,
Sure,
I'm
yeah,
assuming
yeah.
you all have chemistry. So like there's like that smell and smell
Like
on,
you just,
on the pillow.
just smell you. You
So
smell
men
like
who
you.
eat
Yeah.
fruits and
So
vegetables
awesome.
smell better to women than men who eat a lot of processed or refined carbs. That's a fact.
You ever hugged a friend or any of that kind of stuff, or say back in the dating days, or whatever, and you smell the person's natural smell, and it does, and it's like
Just
clear
they
to you. You're
smell
like,
like
ooh,
an
we don't.
unhealthy person.
No. I'm saying like chemistry-wise, like pheromones or whatever. Your brain goes, this is not a
This
match.
isn't going to work. No, that's never happened.
Your dad,
Really?
your dad put on English leather.
That's another cologne he had. That was the one with the wooden top.
Oh my goodness,
yeah,
that's
I remember that
right.
one.
English leather.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one with the lid. We could actually be a weapon, right? Because it's a big piece of wood.
Yeah. So funny. I can smell it right now just seeing it. It's strong. It was the one. You're right, Jeff. It was the bottle that was like a Tabasco sauce, where the purpose of it was, or what you were supposed to do, is put your finger on it, go whoop whoop real quick, and then go dab dab, and then done. But whoa. You're like, oh my God, you just bathed
They
in
put
it.
a puddle in
You know
their
those?
hand.
You know those big Italian red horns?
What?
You know the Italian horn? Like, look up what the Italian horn is.
That was actually my nickname in high school.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah,
ever see
yeah,
those
yeah,
things?
yeah. It looks like a pepper.
It looks like a pepper. Well, my roommate's old girlfriend, my old roommate's old girlfriend, gave him an oversized Italian horn filled with like 4 gallons of some kind of cologne
for fun?
for like a birthday.
Huh.
Well, you could buy cologne by the gallon. Yikes. Yikes.
Where does one buy it?
And I don't know. And it comes in a giant Italian horn. Not sure that's the good stuff.
I just typed in Italian horn cologne and I got nothing.
That's the handle version of fragrances and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think she bought this. I think this was off a guy on the street who probably had a card table set up.
Right.
Now, you'd think we'd be pretty careful using sharp objects near our crotch. But according to a new survey, more than a quarter of us have suffered an injury while taking care of our groin grooming needs. Let's be honest, we've all hurt ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I tell you, you nick yourself, it bleeds. We got a bleeder.
Yep. You know who's a bleeder? That guy down there is.
Whoa.
More than 7,500 people were polled. 76% said they've groomed their hair down there at least once in their life. And 26% of us have suffered at least one injury. 61% of those injuries were cuts. 23% involved burns from things like hot wax. And 12% were a rash that showed up afterwards. I think we've all, I think I've cut myself, you know.
Sure.
Little nick.
Yeah.
Nothing that needs a tourniquet, but
No. You get a little piece of toilet paper, right? Gonna put it on there, right?
Yeah. Sure, man.
No.
Somebody say something to get that visual out of my head right now.
they stay in the shower longer. Put a little Dracar on it afterwards.
Oh,
yikes! The burning means it's working.
Here's Moon doing that.
I can tell you one of the first times that I ever decided to groom.
Yes.
I made the mistake. I had one of those
oh, you went electric?
Yeah. I went electric.
Bad.
And it was after I got out of the shower, and I was going from hip to area.
Hip to dip.
And I went way too close and got to where essentially pelvis meets
This is an
member
interesting visual.
right where they meet. Dude, I thought I severed it.
Yeah, it sounds like
the grundle.
I don't know what it is. You know what I'm talking about?
It sounds like you run over a rock with your lawnmower, right?
I can't believe I'm drawing this picture. All right, so here's this, right here.
Oh, you really think a lot of yourself.
Right there.
Oh, that's your leg.
You know what I'm
Never
saying?
mind.
Right
Okay.
there.
Oh, like here?
No, so here's my legs.
Some soft skin.
This
there.
is huge.
pull your pants down
it's
and show
huge
us.
that I drew. But so here.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
No.
And he's
right next to the trunk. Like where the trunk meets your body at the top. Like right there. Bam.
Got it.
Bam.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's like the trunk elbow area. Like
Yes.
Right where, yeah.
Yes. It's the trunk's armpit.
It's the trunk pit.
Listen, here's some more stats from that survey.
Where are we going?
The spot where guys suffer the most groin grooming injuries is their sack. For women, the area right above their lady bit, a.k.a. the mons pubis. That's for ladies. Guys who are hairier than average were more likely to have suffered an injury, which makes sense. And women who'd removed all their hair more than once in their life had a higher rate of injuries than women who hadn't. And luckily, the most groin grooming injuries are pretty minor. Only 1.4% of people who've hurt themselves had to seek medical attention. A few people did require stitches, though.
Oh.
I'm taking it all the way down.
Yeah. You're lowering the wheels on the old lawnmower all the way down to the ground.
I'm taking some hair and skin with this one. So.
Wow.
Dudes, just take your time and don't use electric. That's all you got to know.
You can use electric.
Oh.
Nah.
Not around the boys, you can't.
Yeah, you only get the front yard.
And that's where the nicks happen.
Yeah.
Right. Only in the front yard.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to go.
Nah, you just go 70s for a minute if that's your only option.
Yeah.
Not if it's a formal event.
What if it's black tie? You can't just throw a hat on him.
We're so dumb.
So we've won awards for the news, right?
We have, yes.
Okay. They can't take those back,
Not that one, though. All right. Sex toy of the week coming up after the break. This is a doozy. Have you guys seen the picture yet?
Don't look.
For that reason.
Don't look.
Don't do it.
It's looking at me. I'm not looking at it.
Look.
But...
All right, 8:40. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
I want the man boob.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. As of right now, nothing to report. All good. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Right now, mix of clouds and sun today. A small chance for some rain this afternoon, around 90 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy. Some storms overnight, mid-70s for the low. Right now, it is 81 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Staples. Staples has low prices on everything kids need to head back to school. When your kids have what they need, they'll go back with confidence. Everything they need for less. Staples, it's pro time.
So what did Jeff find at his house yesterday?
I did not.
Your daughter did?
No, the lady of the house found
she did?
a brown recluse.
Yikes.
Oh, daughter saw it first. Yeah, you're right. And then she had to, Julie had to
And
kill
your
the
house
thing.
is currently smoldering
Yeah,
now?
it's still some fires left, but it's mostly gone, yes.
Brown recluse spiders, that's a thing around here. And in fact, the guys at Amco Ranger, they've been getting a lot of calls about brown recluse spiders and problems over the past couple weeks. And listen, these spiders, I mean, they're called recluse because they like to hang out in attics and wall voids where people don't often see them. But when temperatures get hot, these spiders move into the areas of our house to avoid the heat. People see more of them. So, Amco Ranger, they have been specializing in brown recluse spider control for decades. And their unique spider service not only gets rid of them, but protects against new ones moving in, unlike, some of the other places around town. They don't provide ongoing protection. I mean, their brown recluse service is the best in the St. Louis area and gives you the most value for your money. Amco Ranger, protecting what matters since 1965, whether it be the mosquitoes, whether it be the termites, whether it be the spiders, the bees, or the wasps, or the cockroaches, or wildlife and rodents that can contaminate your house, your food, spread disease, damage property. Call Amco Ranger, 636-441-BUGS, 636-441-BUGS. Schedule a free, no-obligation pest inspection and learn more about what pests may be in or around your house and find out how you can protect what matters. Amco Ranger, protecting what matters since 1965. 636-441-BUGS. More Choice Jewelry, ninjabling.com. They are the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show and the ethical jeweler. Now, when you go to More Choice Jewelry, they're not going to take advantage of you. They're not going to be handling like 4 different people at the same time. It's a one-on-one personal shopping experience where the person you're working with, whether it be John Royce himself, Mr. Ninja Bling, or his son, or any one of the staff up there, they're not working on commission.
Right, which is huge.
It's a huge thing.
It really is, because when you work a commission, you just want to get the most sales in the least amount of time. You don't really truly care about customer satisfaction. What you care about is getting the sale done. That's not how things work at Moritz Royce. They don't just want to win your sale right then. They want to win your business for life. When you think of jewelry, they want you to think of Moritz Royce jewelry, and that's because they are passionate about this business. They know what they're doing. My favorite thing that I hear from people is when they say that we are correct. When you walk in with an idea, you let John or any members of the staff up there do all the hard work, and then you take all the credit.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. And you get a great deal because they operate on a different kind of business model than everyone else. They're on the big, tall office building on the 15th floor right across the street from the Galleria, so that's not, it's not like retail space. It's not like a mall jeweler or a street-level jeweler. So they save money that way. They have a small staff. But I tell you what, that staff is passionate about what they do, and those are all St. Louis people. And they want you to have a great experience. This way you tell your friends and family about Moritz Royce Jewelry. So go to ninjabling.com, get the phone number, get the address, and make an appointment. See what we're talking about. It's Moritz Royce Jewelry, ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
All right, welcome back. So we got Team Riz for the Purple Stride event. Purple Stride, September 24th, Forest Park. Join Team Riz and help us with the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. Help raise money for it. The Purple Stride 5K walk or run. Again, proceeds benefit funding the advances in research and supporting patients and loved ones, and create hope and awareness through the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. Get signed up by Tuesday, September 12th, and hit this year's fundraising goal, which is $50. And get yourself the premium Team Riz t-shirt. So sign up now, 1057thepoint.com/Purple Stride, and we have a great time every year. This will be the 3rd or 4th year we've done the Purple Stride.
Around then, yeah.
Every year the event keeps getting bigger and bigger. I mean, it's just a great cause, and we have a great time doing it.
Yeah, I would like this year, next year, every year, starting this year, to have all kinds of trouble trying to find a parking spot. It needs to be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger every single year, because these percentages are horrible, horrible, horrible.
I'm assuming you're going to run, right?
Oh yeah.
You going to sprint the whole way, Sid?
I would love to, up until I've kind of psyched myself out of doing better this year than I did last year. Obviously, that's the goal, but I don't train on hills, and there's a handful of hills. So
yeah, it's a tough 5K. That Forest Park 5K.
It really is.
That's a tough one. So 1057thepoint.com/Purple Stride.
Are you going to run this year?
I don't
or
know.
no? I know you're dealing with
with my shoulder,
Well, I was thinking the hernia thing, but
my hernia, yeah. And I want to thank our sponsors for Purple Stride: Moritz Royce Jewelry, ninjabling.com, Mattress Direct, also the Bib Agency, and of course Team Captain, Allstate Agent Tracy Bibb. Thank you guys for helping out.
This is one of those events that makes me hate and love Moon at the same time, because he's a guy that won't train for this and then still blow me away.
I know, you and your girlfriend.
Yeah.
No. Last year I pulled my.
But without, I'm saying sans injury.
And you destroyed last year. I would not have beaten that time last year.
You would have.
I don't think so, dude. You did really, really well. Like, silly well.
I took a cab.
Jeff did good. I remember he was chasing that boy.
That's right. Does anybody know if he'll be there again this year? Because I'm trying to beat my time from last year.
It's like the hare at the dog track.
Bad segue.
All right, Tones at home. What do we got?
Oh, boy. Riz, we have got ourselves the magnetic ball stacker.
Appreciate the image on that. Oh, my gosh.
You got it, guys.
Those are the berries.
This right here will cost you $56.95. The average review gets about 5 stars. This review comment comes from, unfortunately, Anonymous, and the stars from this reviewer, 5 stars.
That's his name, unfortunately, Anonymous?
No. I just like when they actually have a name that I feel like I know him a little bit better.
So this guy didn't even have the balls to use his name, huh?
Here's what this guy had to say. I used to use a different testicle bender and always felt there was something missing.
Whoa, testy bender.
Got 2 of these magnetic ball stackers, and oh, what a feeling. I get the extreme stretch and the extra weight at the bottom, and it's freaking awesome.
He's got 2 of them?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I like to stand and let them swing like ringing a bell.
Of course, you got 2.
Also,
in case one's in the shop.
Yeah, there you go.
Fall, summer.
I also use them with my 2-pound split weight for the Super Tug.
Super Tug.
They are easy to put on, just have to watch the pinch points.
Oh yeah, I could imagine.
Made that mistake once and only once. Ouchie.
So how do these clamp on? This what?
So like, here's one side, and they. Plunk.
Oh, okay. So magnets.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You would almost need help with that, wouldn't you? Because doesn't somebody have to pull the twins down?
You don't.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
No, because I think with the
I
one
haven't
hand,
subscribed to your self-help video.
Jeff,
Sorry,
with the
Riz.
one hand you pull down, and then you put the one side on, and it holds it there.
I'm
and the other
imagining
side.
this can't be good for you.
There's no way.
Like,
There's
they're
no way
not
this is
meant
good.
to do that.
No.
I mean, this guy's. I mean, his members look like they're in distress in this picture.
Well,
just wait.
that's the point.
So remember, guys, made that mistake once and only once. Ouchie. I never thought this sentence would ever be written on something, but this guy put, the magnets are so sexy and so strong. If you are looking for an amazing stretch, these are for sure what you need. Think it's time for another to stack on.
Oh, he's gonna go for another.
So this is one version of it. There are other versions of it where they are basically this exact thing, but way small, and it's like rings.
Oh, so you go more.
Correct.
Okay.
Can you imagine trying to get
Depending
through,
on your level of expertise.
security at the airport? I don't know, ma'am. I took my belt
It's a
off. I don't
medical
know why it
device.
keeps going beep, 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 beep.
Wait, so the ring ones, those are magnetic as well, or you got like you got a squeezy?
No, they're
Tell you what,
magnetic
these are,
as well.
$56.95. 5 out of 5 stars from this reviewer. Average review 5 out of 5 stars. I mean, this is a home run, guys.
It does what it says it does.
This is a home run. The magnetic ball stacker. That's the sex toy of the week. Good stuff, huh?
So sexy, so strong.
Great show.
The Rizzuto Show.
Yeah. So I guess during Sex Time Fun Facts, we were talking about ladies at the gym, and it doesn't matter what a lady is wearing at the gym. A guy will hit on them.
Right.
Could be sweatpants, could be yoga pants.
Hell, she could be named Jim. Who cares?
Yeah. Could be, tight shorts. It don't matter. Now, guys, different story at the gym. If you want to attract a lady, they say wear a hoodie.
And nothing else.
That's it. As somebody on Twitter.
Yeah, Camille says, talking about us, men will hit on anything. I'm 6 months pregnant and still getting hit on.
There you go.
Catcalled even.
Catcalled? Who catcalls?
In a million years.
A chick?
Construction workers in 1985 movies.
I'm saying, like a construction worker? What, are you walking past the old construction site?
Yeah, and that's just in the movies.
Hey, lady.
Camille found herself at a construction site in a movie in 1989.
Well, I'll tell you what, looking at on Camille's Twitter page, Camille's a nice-looking lady.
Yes, she is.
She does all right.
Are you catcalling her right now?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Stop it.
You just politely catcalled her. She's a nice looking lady. If you were a construction worker, you'd go, "Hey there, hot stuff."
Hey, later on today, myself and Moon will be at the Hot Shots in South County, noon to 2 for an eclipse party. You know why? Because that South County Hot Shots, it's right in the
path of totality.
That's right.
And
right there.
By the way, if you don't have glasses, this is your spot to get them. They will be provided, obviously.
While supplies
last.
It's not going to be a million pairs, but...
No, but I'm taking a kiddo out of school, and she's coming with me. It's going to be a good time.
Yours. Your kid.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a random kid, huh?
Anybody wants to go?
Hey, who wants to go?
I'll call the school for you.
So Hot Shot South County, right across the street from the South County Mall. There's the Custom Sounds right there on the corner. We'll be out there starting at noon. I mean, you're saying traffic's not bad right now?
According to my reports, you can see right here. These are major roadways right here. Nothing.
That's good. See, I told you. With enough warning, us St. Louisans, we can handle this.
All right. And maybe as we get closer to eclipse time.
Noonsies might be trouble. But
I don't know if
I'm not leaving at 11:30.
I don't know if you were going to say, somebody said, no traffic, huh? It looks like I'm stopped on the highway. # worst traffic report ever. I said, maybe if you put down your phone and stop tweeting, traffic would move a little quicker there. You're unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being unsafe.
And by the way, how many awards have you won for your traffic reports? Come on, man.
None.
0.
Oh.
The traffic report, people also forget that we're in a box with no windows.
Yeah, we're not running out to the highway real quick.
Here is our non-award-winning traffic reporter.
He is an idiot. The man is an idiot.
Tony Patrico coming at you.
There's traffic everywhere, folks. You're all screwed.
If my heart could give an award, I would give it to
Thanks,
you. Thanks,
Jeff.
You're welcome, but it can't, just so you know.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. There's traffic everywhere. You're all sitting there. Actually,
that's not true.
I mean, honestly, on this report, it does not say a thing. I don't know what to tell you. I can only read what's here, and it doesn't say anything. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray is brought to you by Hardee's, where you can get 2 sausage and egg biscuits for $2.50. Today, mix of clouds and sun. At some point, the sun may disappear today. Just be aware of that. Small chance for some rain this afternoon, around 90 for the high.
Path of totality.
Tonight, partly cloudy and some storms overnight, mid-70s for the low. Right now, it is 82 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Quick Trip. Now, Quick Trip getting 2-topping extra large pizza for just $9.99. Order in store, skip the line, and order on the QT app. Make today delicious.
All right, crap on celebrities after the break. Jeff, what do you got?
You know, Portugal the Man, we're saying playing the one song there with the thing and the deal. Doing some good. Also, the Foo Fighters just do life better than everybody else.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays and the porno birthday. All next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there. Boy, think about this week in St. Louis.
Thinking about
Man, you got a lot of stuff going on.
Lots of stuff going on.
I mean, first of all, we're in the
path of totality.
That's today, and you know what's happening this weekend?
What's that?
It's finally here, the Bommarito Automotive Group 500 IndyCar race over at Gateway Motorsports Park. And it's great seeing the tweets and the Facebook messages with the pictures and stuff about what's going on over at Gateway, whether them, repaving the surface, just getting all the, TV equipment in there, some of the practices going on.
That's
so we're
cool,
talking
man.
we're talking the biggest international motorsports event ever to come to St. Louis, and it's this weekend. So Thursday you have the Ballpark Village IndyCar Fan Fest. That starts at 3 o'clock, Ballpark Village. Friday, it's the Coors Light Pole Night Showdown. We got a bunch of racing starting at, I believe, 4 o'clock on Friday. But the gates open, parking opens at 1, spectator gates 2 o'clock. And, of course, that whole time you got the Kartplex going over at Gateway Motorsports Park. And then Saturday, the main event, the Bommarito Automotive Group 500, presented by Valvoline, over at Gateway Motorsports Park. Tickets for Friday and Saturday's events on sale now. GatewayMSP.com. GatewayMSP.com. This is a weekend you don't want to miss. A weekend of great racing. I mean, just minutes from downtown. Gateway Motorsports Park. It's IndyCar racing this weekend. It's brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Illinois South Tourism. Patricia's is where fun and fantasy meet. Their website, Patricia's with an S. Stores with an S.com. If you would, craft a letter to Porno Carl Patrico. See if they got a 4 set of ball stackers. Just one for each of us. Actually, don't write that letter, please.
It's happening.
Yeah, it was nice to see Porno Carl from Patricia's out at the Mojo Fest on Saturday. Patricia's, that's where you go for the sex lingerie, the stiletto heels, the men's and women's adult toys, the male enhancers. Don't write that email.
Oh, it's already said.
The lingerie, the costumes, the movies, the lotions, the lubes, the vibrating toys, the non-vibrating toys, something for everyone. It's all about having fun, spicing up your love life, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties. This is where you'd go for the supplies. Body painting. Couture body art accessories. Nippy's flash tattoos. They have those. And you got those 3 locations. St. Peter's to the Cave Springs exit, on Page 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. That website, Patricia's with an S, stores with an S.com. It's Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet. So here's the letter that Patrico wrote to Porno Carl from Patricia's. Do you have some magnetic ball stackers for Riz? He is aggressively interested. Thanks. Hope all is well.
Aggressively interested. I have aggressive interest towards this.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
It's brought to you by Lena's Pizza, St. Louis's only frozen pizza made with 100% real Provel cheese. If you haven't heard yet, Jerry Lewis, a comedian extraordinaire, has passed away. His home in Vegas, legendary. That's not. Still not.
You broke my will, but what a thrill. Gracious, great balls of fire.
Not him.
That's it's not him, Google.
You gotta add a Lee there. That's an add a Lee.
Jerry Lewis.
Still says he's dead though. On the Google.
If you Google?
No way.
Yeah, look right here.
What if he did die?
Oh my gosh, what if he did?
He's old.
Wouldn't that be weird if both Jerry Lewis's exited the planet?
It's Louis.
Jerry Louis.
The Louis.
If the Louis died on the same day.
Yeah, according to Wikipedia, Jerry Lee Lewis is still with us. So we'll just go with that. It says he's still active.
Okay.
But Jerry Lewis himself, 91, still dead. According to a CNN report, he'd been, quote, slightly ill, spent some time in the hospital, but he was recently released, and he was planning on actually working some more. He hasn't done any actual stand-up in quite a while, but... well, he's not going to do any now, obviously. The Bellboy, Nutty Professor, Cinderfella, the Disorderly Orderly, the Patsy, all of these. The Bellboy, probably my favorite.
Well, here's the Nutty Professor. Oh, that's still Jerry Lee.
I'm sure that we won't have to have another little talk like this again. Am I correct in assuming this?
Well, without question, you're absolutely... yes, we'll never have to correct our talk. We won't ever speak. That is, we'll never have to talk again. We just never will discuss talking. We shouldn't really converse about speaking.
Professor, our discussion has come to an end.
Let's talk about coffee.
$2.6 billion over the year he raised for the MDA, and pretty amazing. It was pushed out a couple of years ago, and then it was discontinued in 2015.
Yeah, why was he pushed out? There was a whole controversy behind that.
I don't know. He was pushed out, no longer did the telethons or was associated with the organization at all. Guy's got 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which is pretty cool. And one movie that he did that you'll never see, he played the role of a Nazi clown in the movie The Day the Clown Cried. This was back in 1972, and it was so bad he was so embarrassed about it. Not his performance, but just the premise behind the movie, which was this Nazi clown would like lead the kids into the quote-unquote shower, which wasn't the shower, it was the gas chamber.
What would make him think that's a movie that people would want to see?
I don't know.
Now it's got such a legend that people do want to see it.
Right.
Is he the one that had a big grudge with... oh gosh, comedian gal. She died in surgery.
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers. Yeah, didn't they like absolutely hate each other? I think it was like an outspoken feud with those two. Like,
I know there were a few people that didn't dig her.
There was somebody that he didn't dig either because there was like a bunch of audio back in the day of him just like real gnarly, real aggressive.
Yeah, those guys could get mean too.
That guy had some viciousness in him, apparently.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever. He was funny in all those silly movies.
Sure.
Oh wow. He's another one. I think I don't know if I read this recently or if we talked about it, he's another one who married his first cousin.
It's a thing with Jerry Lewis, Lou Eyes.
Yeah, she was Lewis's first cousin once removed and was only 13 years old. Or am I looking at?
You're looking at Jerry Lee Lewis. Damn it,
Again?
Well, boy, a very similar story to Jerry Lee Lewis. Wow. All right, Jeff.
Well, I had that page up and I started looking for Joan Rivers stuff on there. I'm like, wait,
shall we have the
cousin
bus
too?
pick you up a little early
today?
today?
Let me get my keys and just give them to you.
You're slipping.
Also, comedian and activist and St. Louis's own Dick Gregory passed away, heart failure on Saturday at the age of 84 as well. And Ric Flair news. And I'm happy to say he's not on the list of people who passed away over the weekend. And I am happy to say that he's, quote, awake, communicating, and progressing. According to his rep, he's been hospitalized in critical condition. He was even in a medically induced coma there for a while.
It was touch and go.
Early last week after undergoing surgery, suffering from multiple organ problems. But it sounds like he's getting there. Although his rep, Melinda, says there's still, quote, complications. So he is going to need his rest. So he's not going to be
So he's not out of the woods, but he's doing better.
Correct. Yeah, he's progressing. There's positive news.
I saw his daughter posted something like, it was along those same lines, like, hey, everybody thought he was dead. He's not. He's okay, but we still get along.
Is his daughter a wrestler?
Yeah. Charlotte. Looks weird.
She looks weird.
She can kick the crap out of you. I mean, no, that's what I mean. Like, she looks...
That's not nice.
Wow.
Okay, go look up. She had some leaked photos that people were sharing around. Look at them. Then let's talk.
I'm going to look at her regular photos.
Look at those, too.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Charlotte what?
Her last name is Flair, whatever the fake
Charlotte
name is.
Flair.
But if you just type in Charlotte WWE, it'll pop up.
Okay.
Listen, you're going to see a lot of photos of her done up very, very well, and she looks very pretty. But if you look up photos of her natural,
She doesn't look bad.
She's cute, man.
What are you talking about?
get out of here. Okay, if that's the chick that's the wrestler, you're crazy.
That's not her?
Yeah, that's her, but that's her at a photo shoot. They can make me look stellar at a photo
Here's
shoot.
a picture of her in a T-shirt, like on a sideline or something, and she looks good.
Again, Riz, what do you get? You're looking at photo shoot photos.
Here, what about this? Why is that so bad?
Okay, that's fine too. I'm telling you.
Well, we're finding good. You're telling us to look them up.
Yeah,
We're looking.
we try to find the good in people.
Find something bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
I'm
try to
just saying,
promote the
prove
positivity
yourself right.
in
We're not
people.
saying
the
you're
good
wrong.
things.
We're just saying we can't find the bad ones. That's all.
Speak ill of someone's looks.
It's Fabio over here.
Right.
Yeah.
Did I say that at all?
Yeah, Mr.
I didn't.
Perfect.
Well, that picture looks good right there. If that's her.
This is what I'm talking about. Thank you, Riz. You're welcome.
Oh, it's not the greatest angle.
This is going that way. That's going that way.
Okay, it's not
There's
the
a
greatest
lot
angle.
going on. There's a lot going on there.
No, that's not a good angle either.
All right, next.
Richard Simmons is suing the National Enquirer for defamation for claiming he's transgender. He insists he's still a dude, and he filed court papers the other day, a couple of days ago, 5 points to prove his case. He says, quote, I'm a male. That's one of the things. I am not transgender. I have never sought nor obtained any medical treatment or procedure designed to transition from male to female. The Enquirer fought back against his original lawsuit by trying to just shame him, saying that, okay, well, he shouldn't be insulted if he's okay with transgender people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's dirty.
That is dirty. I mean, it's the National Enquirer, for Christ's sake.
That's a dirty tactic.
I fully support transgender individuals and their struggle to achieve acceptance. Nonetheless, it's just false. It's like saying, I'm okay with people being gay. I'm just not gay myself.
I'm not gay myself.
Exactly. All right, if you would press the song, and you guys will probably get this right away, but that song that's in there, can you tell which one it is there? Something to talk about?
Oh, yes.
Tell me who's covering this Bonnie Raitt ditty.
I can hear it.
Don't say anything. You know that? You know it already?
Oh, I know who it is. buzzed in. Beep.
That's what it sold you on, right?
I have no idea.
It was this. Ooh, now I don't know.
Oh, you couldn't tell in that little last trill?
No.
All right, you
She's
guess
singing
who
with
you
the
are.
throat, and it's pretty nasally. For one moment, I thought it might be Christina Aguilera, but
That's
I'm
what
pretty
my
sure
guess was.
I'm pretty sure that's Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, yes.
Yeah, you could hear like that kind of stuff.
This was Saturday night at her show in Vegas, and she was legit, no backing tracks, nothing, and she sounded pretty darn good.
Okay.
Just and the video's up on the blog if you want to check it out. It's just very strange that she's. I started thinking about. She's just kind of standing there. She's moving around a little bit, but she doesn't have 9 million dancers behind her, and she's not doing all. She's just kind of walking around, just half naked up there, just.
Well, is that to
standing
prove to
there
the people that she could sing?
I don't know why she did it, but I mean, she can a bit, right?
Okay.
And she's like Madonna. She's always said, "I'm not a great singer. I'm just a really good dancer who can sing a bit."
I can't hear that song without thinking about Step Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. When Will Ferrell goes, let's give him some.
Talking about.
Casey Kasem announcing the top hits from the last time America had a total solar eclipse.
Oh.
You guys have any idea what might have this in 1979? Okay. What the big songs might have been back then?
Oh, I have no idea.
Casey can tell you.
All right, Casey Kasem.
Well, now approaching the peak of the pop chart, let's take a look at the tops of the other charts this week. On the soul chart, number 1 is Bustin' Loose by Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers. On the country chart, number 1 is Every Which Way But Loose by Eddie Rabbitt. The number 1 album is Rod Stewart's LP, Blondes Have More Fun. And number 1 in America's discotheques is Rod Stewart's single, Do You Think I'm Sexy? And this song,
Do you think
I'm
sexy?
rocker playing rocker from England is King of the Castle on the pop singles chart again this week. For its third week in a row, here's the most popular song in the USA. Rod Stewart's Do You Think I'm Sexy? I'm Casey Kasem. Join me again next week for our countdown to the 40 biggest hits in the USA. Till then, keep your feet in the ground and keep reaching for the stars. And keep your radio tune right where it is.
Right here, guys.
And keep your seatbelt buckles.
I got a quick question for you here. Why did he go, and the number 1 song is Rod Stewart's Do You Think I'm Sexy? Then the drum roll, and then he goes, and here it is. We already know what it is. You just told us.
That was a little bizarre.
The way he worked it, I know he did last week, and then it was this week, but I think also it was like the lead up to the actual song. I think, but I don't know.
Well, listen, we got to play this.
Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's start again. From coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone?
Give me Don.
Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. This is last goddamn time. I want somebody to use his brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is, that's up-tempo, and I got to talk about a dog dying. Boy, this is ponderous, man. Ponderous. Ponderous.
That's a me after the show.
Man, you just feel the slow burn and the ramp up, and it's getting
off.
bad. You know, everybody was backing away.
You know what? I honestly don't think he's in the ground yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, no.
I think he's not in the ground yet.
On ice in Norway somewhere? Oh, no.
I know that you've been very, very concerned about the relationship between Katy Perry and Taylor Swift, Riz. I know you've been a lot of sleepless nights over this. I get it, but possibly there's maybe an end to their feud, and it may be happening at the VMAs.
Oh, good.
Because Katy Perry is hosting, and she'll probably do her little swish, swish song which talks a lot about Taylor
God.
Swift and dissing on her. Although lately, when she's been singing it live, she's been changing the words, kind of softening it up a little bit. And then she pretty much started following Taylor Swift on social media
Oh, my
accounts
God, that
over
means
the weekend. So
they're probably dating now.
She said that backstage she's hoping to scissor with her, and that way it'll put everything aside. Can we do the Foo Fighters real quick, please?
I want to hear this.
They were playing this Summer Sonic Festival in Japan, and there was a young man who showed up backstage, and according to Dave Grohl, they just met about 2 minutes ago, but they came out and did this anyway. Check this out.
Wait for it. This is really Rick Astley, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And they're doing it over a backwards Nirvana bed.
Yeah. The video's on the blog. Go check out the whole thing. It's pretty cool. At the very beginning, Dave Grohl says, I just met this guy 2 minutes ago, and then he's like, hopefully I can remember how to do this right before he started.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He doesn't know how to play Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's really weird.
The video's on
And
the
Rick
blog. Go
Astley,
check
by
it
the
out.
way, it looks terrific.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he sounds fantastic.
He looks the
too.
same as he did back then.
Yeah. And he sounds great, too.
And that was a Foo Fighters show, and I was thinking that's probably the biggest crowd he's played in front of in quite a while. But I don't know. I don't know if he's still big somewhere or
Summer
not.
Sonic, those festivals are huge.
Yeah, and he's talking about Rick Astley.
Yeah, sorry, Rick Astley.
Rick Astley
I'm
played.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Was he playing?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think he was just
He was just there.
I was just
Yeah.
I'm just in
yeah.
Japan at this festival in the mountains, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
On TV tonight, you got Monday Night Football preseason on ESPN as the Browns hosting the Giants. ABC has Bachelor in Paradise. NBC's got American Ninja Warrior. Fox has So You Think You Can Dance.
Crappy birthdays. Hayden Panettiere is 28. Usain Bolt is 31. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, the true creators of Facebook, essentially, are 36. Khalees, she sings that milkshake song that is not about milkshakes. She is 38. Carrie Ann Moss from The Matrix is 50. Kim Cattrall from Sex and the City is 61. And today's Burton birthday of the day, he is one of the select few with Kenny Loggins, Peter Cetera, Neil Diamond, and Peter Gabriel, who gets the honor of getting the mother effing treatment on this show. He done messed up his face, but he is still the best. Kenny Mother effing Rogers is 79 years young. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Kelly Steele. Today's birthday girl has been ripped apart more than an animal inside of a Jurassic Park raptor cage in 112 fine films, including Three-Way on the Freeway.
That's
Also in The Adventures of A-Hole Andy, The Armageddon. Cougars and Kittens, Heine's Volume 2. Who's the Bitch Now? And who can forget her unforgettable role in I'm Your Mommy, You're My Son, That's Our Girlfriend.
Okay.
Kelly Steele, 42 years old. That's your porno birthday, crappy birthday. There's your crap on celebrities.
All right, it's 9:31 on this Monday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Help! A big, stupid, stinky, smelly, ugly ogre.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. As of right now, still not a whole lot of traffic to report. There's some slow traffic eastbound 44 near Laclede. Also eastbound 270 between 159, 255. That is slow. Other than that, things are okay. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray, brought to you by Amco Ranger Pest Control, protecting what matters since 1965. Today, mix of clouds and sun. Small chance for some rain this afternoon and around 90 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy and some storms overnight, mid-70s for the low. Right now, it is 83 downtown at Union Station. Your point traffic and weather is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
All right, news, sports, headline, who's next? So I was telling you guys up in the office, I was having I have a deck emergency. So somebody tore the gate off my deck at my house. Like the gate that you go down the stairs.
Sure, yeah.
Some little brat, probably my son.
Calling him out. It may not even been him, and you're calling him out.
Well, I already called Chesterfield Fence and Deck, and they'll be over to fix everything up.
I was going to say mystery who broke it, not a mystery who you're going to have come over.
Chesterfield Fence and Deck. Because, listen, I know they do good work. And when you see that sign that says Chesterfield Fence and Deck on that pre-existing deck or fence, you know good work has been done there. Best in the business. Been around for 49 years. One of St. Louis's top names in home improvement. It's all about quality. It's all about professionalism. That's what they put first at every single project they do, whether it be a new fence or a deck or a sunroom or a screen room or a patio or retaining wall more. They're a company you could trust with your house. And mention the Riz Show and get 20% off your next project this entire month. Chesterfield Fence and Deck online, chesterfieldfence.com. It's Chesterfield Fence and Deck. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
You know you're going to be taking a lot of pictures and a lot of video today, right? Don't you wish you had a couple of free smartphones from Metro PCS? Of course you do. Unlimited deal in wireless and one of the best deals I've ever seen here. Here's the thing. 2 lines of unlimited 4G LTE data, $75, period. And that's 2 free awesome smartphones with 32 gigs of memory when you switch over to Metro PCS. Twice the memory on a free phone. How does it get better? Oh, yeah. Unlimited 4G LTE data, more room for your pictures and your videos, whatever else you got going on. Here's the thing. If you're looking for a phone or if you're unhappy with what you're paying right now, don't delay on this. Don't miss out on it. It's the best unlimited deal in wireless. And I've been talking about Metro PCS for a while now, seen all their deals, told you about all their deals. This is one of the best ones I've seen. So get to your Metro PCS store today. Get 2 lines of unlimited 4G LTE data. Again, it's just $75 when you switch over to Metro PCS. Great deal. And that's Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Hey, man, it's Kevin Smith, Silent Bob from all those terrible Jane Silent Bob type pictures, man. And you're listening to the Rizzuto Show.
All right, welcome back. So you were just talking about taking pictures during today's eclipse. After all, we are in the
path of totality.
So if you're hoping to take pictures of today's eclipse, here's a little guide on how to do it with your phone. So they say use a solar filter. To take pictures during the eclipse, you need to cover your phone's lens with either a solar filter or your eclipse glasses. Regular sunglasses will not work. And only take the filter off if you're lucky enough to be in the
path of totality
when the sun is completely covered. 2, use a tripod to keep your phone stable to minimize any small movements made by your hands. 3, take pictures of stuff around you. If you don't have a solar filter, eclipse glasses, or a tripod, take pictures of the stuff going on around you during the eclipse, like pets or other people looking up at the sky. I say you probably should have practiced this weekend. You know, practice by taking pictures of, I guess, the sky just after sunset to get an idea of what light levels will be like, but that's too late. And they say keep your expectations in check. Let's be real, cameras on phones were meant for selfies and other quick shots, so don't expect amazing eclipse photos from your smartphone.
And if you do need a tripod, I have 11 of them in my trunk that I rent out on a regular basis.
Exactly. Now, speaking of expectations.
Some of them need to be hosed down.
Did you guys see this Craigslist ad from Oregon that kind of went viral last week?
Yeah.
So some guy in Oregon posted an ad on Craigslist seeking a woman to impregnate during the eclipse today. Quote, I am 40 years of age, Caucasian male from Europe. My heritage is strong and pure. My looks, instincts, knowledge, and strength is 100% pure and 100% lethal. I'm looking for a worthy female with strong genes, beauty, and smarts to make love while the eclipse is happening. When totality occurs, we will have simultaneous orgasms, and we will conceive a child that will be on the next level of human evolution.
So he sounds like he's got a lot going for him, right? So he's going to screw it up by having a kid with somebody he doesn't know. Great.
We will make love together with me and my penis directed towards the sun. Everything will be aligned in the local universe.
He did not say that, did he really?
Yeah, he does.
That's great.
Bonus. Ladies, he's an animal lover. You must like cats. Drugs are okay. Okay, there you go.
All right.
The ad has since been removed.
No.
That's incredible.
All right, time for news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
18 North Central in O'Fallon, Missouri, where their iCombat brings Call of Duty to life.
So I would think Jeff would be pretty excited about this.
I am.
You see what Volkswagen announced?
Yep.
Like, this is right up Jeff's alley. I thought of Jeff immediately when I saw this.
Dude, there's one of these down the street from one of my kids' best friends, and every time I go over there, drop her off or pick her up, I see one of these. I'm like, ah.
Volkswagen announced on Saturday they're bringing back one of America's most beloved vehicles, the microbus.
Doesn't look a whole lot like the old school ones, but it's close enough.
But it's going to be fully electric. That's the thing. The new VW bus will debut in 2022. Remember Volkswagen? Remember they got in trouble using software to cheat government emissions regulations. So since then, they've been kind of moving away from the diesel stuff, and they're going fully electric. So the VW microbus coming back in 2022. Yeah, hippies.
Can't imagine what that's going to cost, man.
Probably expensive.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess do you still get, if you buy an electric car or a hybrid or whatever, do you still get a tax break?
Yeah, I think you get tax breaks. Boy, and this guy's got so much explaining to do. So a 37-year-old guy named Jean-Pierre Henderson, he's out of New York City, he met a woman last month and took her back to his place because his wife was out of town. You get that?
Say what? Say that again?
This guy, Jean-Pierre, met a woman last month and took her back to his place because his wife was out of town.
Okay. So we know how this guy is already. He's a real stand-up
Nice guy.
gentleman.
Good guy.
And the woman used that opportunity to steal $50,000 worth of his wife's jewelry, including her $30,000 wedding ring. And the cops just released a couple of pictures of the woman from surveillance cameras to see if anybody could identify her. And there's no word on how Jean's wife took the news.
Damn.
I'm going to imagine not well.
No.
And there's a picture of this guy with his wife. Nice looking woman.
Mm-hmm.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
And not that the woman who swiped the jewelry is innocent. You know, she's definitely a criminal.
Yeah.
But this guy.
No morals criminal.
Yeah, I mean, any sympathy? You know how this could have been prevented?
Don't cheat on your wife.
Don't buy a $30,000 wedding ring.
Not even that, Jeff.
Jesus, Jeff.
And That's Your News brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts.
She was out of town, and the $30,000 wedding ring was at the house.
That's another great point.
Oh.
But maybe she has something that she wears that's only $15,000.
That's my wife. My wife doesn't wear her wedding ring out all the time. She's got another ring that she wears. Jerks. Or does she? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Somebody's got some explaining to do.
Don't screw this up, fatty.
Sports brought to you by Gateway Motorsports Park, the Carplex Midnight Madness events, NHRA, and the return of the IndyCar
It's
Series.
an IndyCar race and then the IndyCar race.
Correct. That happens this
Gateway.
weekend over at Gateway. Find out more at gatewaymsp.com. Cardinals wrapped up a weekend in which they split with the Pittsburgh Pirates after they dropped the first ever Little League Classic game by a score of 6-3. Cardinals are pretty lucky to walk away with that series sweep. On Friday night, the Cards were up big and only ended up squeaking away with an 11-10 win. The Pirates bounced back with back-to-back wins on Saturday and Sunday. Tonight, the Cardinals are off and return to Busch tomorrow night as they take on the Padres. Lance Lynn gets a start tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for 7:15.
So I can't believe you didn't watch any of the Cardinal game yesterday with that whole Little League thing.
Nah.
That'd be right up your alley.
I was running around yesterday.
And it was an early start, too. It was 6 o'clock, I believe.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of it just while I was doing
uniforms were
food
cool.
and stuff. Yeah.
I honestly can't tell you the last time I really sat down and go, I'm going to watch a Cardinals game.
You were
If
running
nothing's-
around at 6 o'clock last night?
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
We were
That's when I'm settled in.
We were just getting home from the Walmarts.
How's the Walmarts?
They're
Good?
great, man. They're great. They're fantastic.
I'm going to read, remember I said the first round of sports, I said John Rooney, the play-by-play guy for the Cardinals, was not really hip on this whole Little League thing.
Yeah, he wasn't exactly enamored with the idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the article. He's basically disappointed in the timing of it. Like, basically, it would have been a cool thing to do had it been early in the season. Here it is. They're going to play a Sunday night game in Williamsport so ESPN can promote their telecasts of the Little League World Series. That's what it comes down to. This is a pennant race.
I'd agree with that.
And they're playing in a minor league park. The Pirates are giving up a home game. Both teams are flying up Sunday morning, and they'll spend the whole day up there doing Little League World Series-related events and then play the game. And then the Cardinals will get home in the wee hours of the morning on Monday and pretty much waste a day off. It's strange to me. It's a nice thing to promote baseball, and I'm all for that. But with teams trying to win a division and to do that at this point in the season, I just find it rather strange.
I'm
makes
glad
sense.
you read that because, at first I was like, man, dude, just sit back and announce the game. That's your job. And I know you love baseball, but I kind of agree with all that.
I 100% agree. This is something in April would be fantastic. Or if it was between, two teams that are well out of contention, fantastic. I get that too. But it's the fact that both of these teams are trying to close out the division and make it into the playoffs. It's a little rough, that's for sure. Well, it happened over the weekend, and on Saturday night, Aaron Judge struck out in the game against the Red Sox, and with that, struck out 36 straight games.
Nice.
That's an all-time MLB record for most consecutive games with a strikeout, and he did one better because he struck out yesterday, too. So we are currently at 37 straight games of him striking out. Finally here, Saturday, the 2017 Monster Energy NASCAR race at Bristol went down. Kyle Busch took home the checkered flag. Eric Jones, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, and Kurt Busch rounded out the top five.
I believe Kyle Busch did the sweep. He won the trucks. He won the other race, the middle race, and then the monster race.
Wow.
That's pretty sweet.
Pretty impressive, yeah.
IndyCar race happens this weekend at Gateway. The Bommarito Automotive Group 500 is on Saturday.
Xfinity race, yes.
I am Patrico. That is your sports, and boom goes the dynamite. Brought to you by the law offices of Susan L. Ward. Call 783-9400 or stlfamilylaw.com for all your family law needs.
All right, today's headline Who story comes to us from Vero Beach, Florida, where last Thursday, 30-year-old Brian Isola was... Doesn't that sound like a curse?
Yep.
Man, you're such an Isola. He was busted trying to steal about $320 worth of stuff from a Kmart. And after being caught in the act by a patrolman, Brian initially tried blaming the Illuminati. Yes, the shadowy international organization that runs the world. You know, in conjunction with the Rockefellers, George Soros, the Bilderberg Group, and Jay-Z. So Brian said, quote, "Your economy caused this. I'm just trying to survive. I needed to take all this to survive." And he also blamed gay people. Quote, "It's all the fags' fault. There's too many fags."
Good Lord. Okay. It's too many of this guy.
So he's being held in the county jail in lieu of the $5,000 bond. So there you go. From Vero Beach, Florida, Brian Isola. You're today's headline Who's. What?
I'm just finding today's video theme video, and it could quite possibly be one of your favorite videos of all time. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
All right, 9:51 Monday. One final look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
He's a psychopath and a narcissist who couldn't care less about fellow human beings.
He's coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Nothing to report, all good. Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Today, mix of clouds and sun. Around 90 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy. Some storms overnight. Mid-70s for the low. Right now, 82 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Hum by Verizon. Get answers before you have questions with vehicle diagnostics and more. Hum by Verizon is the technology that connects you to your car. Learn more at hum.com.
You know, the whole vasectomy thing, it's so simple. You don't want to have any more kids? Call Dr. Huatma. Call South County Urological. 314-843-8000, 314-843-8000. And Dr. Huatma, he's highly experienced in the no scalpel vasectomy. Quick procedure, 10, 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. I mean, for me, it was a copay. Now, you go in on a Friday for the procedure. You rest over the weekend, and if you got yours done on Friday, you'd be back to work today. Now, also at South County Urological, and in addition to the vasectomies, they treat kidney stones, which is common in young people, runs in families. They have a stone center where you'll be treated quickly. And also prostate health, prostate cancer screenings, and large prostate. Tony's dad went over there for a screening, and thank God He did, because they caught the cancer early. 314-843-8000, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com.
Victory Men's Health has taken my energy and my, I don't know, just my lust for life, if you will, to another level, because I actually went over there thinking, you know what, I may have some low T, given the fact that I'm slightly over the age of 35. And then they actually slightly over the age of 40.
I'm slightly overweight.
I'm 50. Okay. No, wait, I am. So I went over there and I actually got blood drawn so they could actually tell what I have and what I don't have and what I need and what I don't need. And I had a slight testosterone deficiency. So I went over there to get that. And oh, by the way, they also test many other things, and I had a vitamin D deficiency. So they gave me a Myers cocktail, and that alone is worth the trip. By the way, it's only 10 minutes across the river to Victory Men's Health. And we are putting together something very, very special. I can't wait to tell you. It's a VictoryMen'sHealth.com for all this information. They are fantastic people, board-certified urologists there to help you out. Dr. Hatchett. It's all can be found at VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
All right, we're done. That's it. Donnie Fandango's next. Hey, Donnie.
Good morning, gentlemen.
What's up, dude?
I showed you my my Eclipse glasses. What do you think?
They are very
Pretty
impressive,
sweet, huh?
my man. Yes, they are.
Coolest glasses here.
They're pretty awesome.
And you could weld with them, too,
I
correct?
can.
Can't see what you're welding.
No.
Moon Man and myself will go down to the Hot Shots in South County. Look at the traffic again.
Yep.
Is it all right?
I was on 55 coming in this morning and 270 because I had some errands to run before I came in, and there was not one bit of anything.
Because we are right in the
path of totality.
Right here.
Moderate traffic right now.
We're good. We're good.
I
think
will tell you
maybe-
this, though. Now is the time where it's going to start backing up, though.
Well,
now
what do you think? If we need to be down there by noon?
10:30 at the 10:30, 10:45.
All right. Come on, 10:15.
Do you not agree, Donnie? I think so.
I mean,
especially just think a lot of people are going to be heading in certain directions to get to their spot at that point.
I mean, it certainly isn't going to hurt. I'm already panicking. Well, now you've got me panicking about my kid watching the eclipse. Thank you very much. And then I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to
taking
get
the glasses off.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be fine.
Because I could totally see my youngest doing that. But then
That'll be
also
all right.
too, I'm supposed to pick my kid up at high school today. Wonder how that's going to work out. That'll be fine.
What do you mean?
You want me to grab 'em?
At closing time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you'll be fine by then.
All right.
Oh, you mean like after school you're going to go
Yes,
pick them?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, listen, Moon and I will be down there starting at noon. We'll break bread, watch the
We
eclipse,
shall. I'm going to have a Riz burger.
have a Riz burger. All good, man.
Glasses provided, limited, obviously,
Limited
while
while
supplies
you can,
last, because
yes.
I got a feeling we're going to have a lot of people at that party.
Hit up the show blog, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. What do we got?
Oh, my goodness, every single thing that we covered today, but especially Sexy Time Fun Facts. We had a whole bunch of awesome stats. We had some man grooming stats. That was fun. And then in news, I think I led with the story of the guy that stole the iPad and then got caught because he was joeing in front of a neighbor's house.
Right.
Which is what iPads are for, but
I was
usually
gonna say, isn't that in the product description?
Behind closed doors, though, in the fine print right there.
Check door lock.
Yeah, check that out with everything else that we covered today. Headline Hooge was a really good one, and of course the podcast and everything we got going on. Riz Show. That's 1057thepoint.com/.
Riz. All right. Patrico, video of the day.
Video theme this week, all in honor of Riz falling off a ladder at his house this weekend. We are calling this Severe Ladder Fall Week. And this one is
great name. It's got a ring to it.
fantastic. A construction worker falls off of a ladder, and Moon, you know when somebody gets knocked out and we call it, he goes night-night and goes arms up?
Yeah, oh yeah.
This guy goes arms up and then sways, and it is this video will make you uncontrollably laugh. Almost made Riz pass out. See it right now, 1057thepoint.com/total eclipse of the heart.
Donnie, what do you got?
We are going to count down the top 105 most interesting facts about solar eclipses.
Sweet.
Between now and 2
Hell
o'clock.
Totality.
It is going to be riveting radio until 2 p.m., everybody.
Hey, countdown to the eclipse, 3 minutes and 14.
That's
3
hours and 14
3 hours.
Trying to throw everybody off for the traffic, aren't you?
Right.
You know, it's going to be the last time we
3
hear
hours
it.
and 14 minutes.
It's the last time you're going to be playing.
Now we'll talk about it tomorrow.
All right.
You mean the
path of totality.
All right, tomorrow on the show, Patrico announces the new punishment for real or fake.
Yeah.
I don't like
Plus,
it.
plus we got some new cans.
Oh, yeah, new cans go up there. Around noon today. Check those out. We'll make our picks. What else? Oh, we leave you with a selection from our Team Riz member of the day. Shout out one more time, John Gerlica from Decatur. He wants to hear this song from this band, okay?
Oh, all right.
All right. We will, this band again. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.